Welcome to another Happy Pod. My name is Nathan. As always, I'm joined by my illustrious, my wonderful, my brilliant, beautiful boy, the co-host with the mo-host. His name is Lawrence Thomas Hisey. Hello, good evening, and welcome, sir.
Thank you. I can tell you've had a few bevs because you're being nice to me, which is out of character for you.
How dare you? Okay.
Quite frankly.
I reject this accusation. Okay, good sir. I am nothing if not sound and sober of mind. Okay.
Nathan, I don't know if you know this, right? And you might not be aware of this.
Oh, wait, are you going to tell us what the show's about? Is that what you're doing now?
Oh, no, fuck. The show's what it is, right? But it's your birthday.
Tell us what the show's about before you do anything else. Just tell us what the show's about.
Oh,
Just
fine. All right. This is the show where we get together to discuss something in the realm of pop culture. It could be a movie, could be a telly show. It could be a bunch of stuff we've seen this year that we're going to talk about. And it is that today because it's the 2024 year in review. Nathan, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, good sir.
It's my birthday. I don't know what that was.
I thought you were going into a song.
To sing it, but then I didn't.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Nathan. How does it feel to be 1 year wiser?
I don't feel it. I feel 1 year older. Let me tell you that. That's what I feel.
What are we doing here? Give us the rules. Give us the layout.
I'll tell you what we're doing. We're fucking getting sauce.
Oh no, he started early. He started too early.
Well, we have to. Look, it's a tradition now.
Yes.
In that we did it last year and now we're doing it this year.
This one makes it a tradition.
This is what makes it a tradition. It's officially a tradition now.
Yeah.
In the sense that because my birthday is horribly placed and right at the fucking arse end of the year.
Yeah.
What we do is we have a end of year wrap up where we get a little bit bevved. We have a few drinks. And we discuss the year that was, but also we decide to kill two birds with one stone, and also beforehand we'll play a few games together and like some Fortnite, some Red Dead Redemption, and have a few drinks beforehand. So.
You say kill two birds with one stone. I'm like, oh fuck! If I'm gonna play with him, I'll fucking do it now. Yeah,
I've got to fucking speak to this gun, so I might as well just get it all fucking out of the way, you know?
Nathan and I, we don't speak outside of podcasting hours.
Yeah,
we just
that's
silent.
a rule. That's a rule enforced by Lawrence. Anytime I try to talk to him, he's like, "No."
I'm trying to do better.
And then anytime we do talk, he makes sure to note down the exact hours and then send me an invoice for his time.
I say, here's what I could have made during this time.
You're making money now, technically.
Yeah.
Not much, but you're making money.
An absolute fraction. But yeah.
How many other workplaces can you say you can get bevved on the clock? And this is technically a workplace. I don't know if anyone knows this, but we are a legitimate registered company as well. So this is technically a legitimate workplace.
Our happiness at earning some money off of our small venture podcast, right? We went, oh, that's so cool. We made, oh fuck, now we've got to fucking set up a company. God damn it.
Now we've got to pay tax.
We both the happiness was immediately undercut by, oh yeah, you can't have anything fun in this world without paying tax on it.
Fucking Keir Starmer's got to get his slice, doesn't he? Little bastard.
What a wanker. Nathan, we are going through every single category. We did this last year, right? And now we're doing it again. We're going through so many categories. We switched it up a little bit, though. We switched up the categories a little bit. To keep it fresh.
I might add some input from the Discord server as
That's true. I think I took maybe 2 suggestions.
Okay. Did you take the names of who suggested them?
Well, that's something I can find out
all right.
when we get there.
Well, make sure you do.
Oh, heads up, just a bit of housekeeping. This will be edited over the Christmas break, and we're going to be spending the entire podcast length picking up drinks and putting drinks down. So if you can hear some noise that you don't normally hear, that's fine. It's a Christmas treat to me to not have to edit it too much.
I edited the last one, and I'm not fucking doing that again. So whatever, I guess.
Look, it won't be too bad. It won't be too bad. Shall we kick this off? Shall we kick this bitch wide open?
Have we explained adequately enough what this is? People know, I guess.
Yeah, we're just going through categories. It's not an awards thing. It's
kind of an awards thing. It's a year in review, isn't it?
Yes.
It's a discussion. It's another Happy Pod wrapped, except it's not about another Happy Pod at all.
No.
Really. It's more just our opinions on shit.
Well, there's some another Happy Pod stuff in there. We've got fucking best opinion or something that either one of us have had?
No spoil. Don't spoil the big best opinion category.
Sorry, everyone's highly coveted, long-awaited section.
He's like the best actor, you know. It's the one or the best picture. Sorry, it's the one they're waiting for.
It's the one everyone's counting down the night till. All right, should we go straight in?
Speaking of, I'd like to ask, who's your pick for best picture for 2024? I guess maybe I can't ask you that.
It's gonna give it away, yeah.
Yeah, I guess I should wait because that'll probably be the answer to one of these.
Nathan,
all right, there we go.
I'm so eager to start the episode, and you're wanting to interrupt and get us 2 questions ahead. Right, the first category we're doing is
who's hosting this?
Well, I can read the questions. I don't mind.
But do we have like a host? Have we got Jimmy Kimmel?
No. No one's here for this. Let's move it in.
Imagine one day if we get to the point where this gets to be an actual ceremony. What a fucking nightmare that would be.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
No, me neither. It's like a nightmare.
We have control here. We'll just say, no, we're not doing that.
No, we'd have to.
Right, we're going to kick this off. Nathan, we're going to start with the best movie we watched for the first time in 2024. Now, there is a distinction there between released and watched. This is just a movie that we watched for the first time in 2024. Has to be for the first time. It could have come out in any year that we like, except the future, because that's not possible.
That is true. Can I make an alteration to this?
Okay, pretty late in the day, but yeah.
No. It's not an alteration in terms of order. Okay.
Okay.
Can I suggest we do worst first and then end on best?
All right, that's probably a better way to do it.
Yeah. I suggest we do worst first.
And I'd love to hear your worst.
Well, I'd love to hear your worst.
He's done an Uno reverse. All right. Have you ever seen the movie Warcraft?
I haven't, no.
It's fucking mind-numbingly boring.
I've heard of it. I know it's based on the popular MMORPG World of Warcraft.
You are correct.
I know it's directed by Duncan Jones.
That's also true.
And I know it's about fucking goblins and shit.
Basically, yeah.
Fucking goblins and orcs and shit.
I had to watch it for work, right? And I mean this when I say it. I don't think I've ever had a worse time. It was just...
Was that a Caravan?
Yeah, it was for Caravan, but it's a movie that is so not for me in any shape or form, right? There was nothing in it that I could get behind. Dominic Cooper's in it, and he's just a charisma vacuum. You know how bad he is in Mamma Mia 2?
Oh, he's pretty bad, yeah.
He's way worse in this.
He's pretty bad in Mamma Mia as well, to be fair.
Yeah, but I think you get away with it because he's younger and sexier.
That is true,
Yeah, and he looks the part. I think we said this when we did the episode. He looks the part, but as soon as he opens his mouth, you go, what's this?
Nothing there.
Yeah,
man.
what's
Nothing
going on? You're not a Greek hunk.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, mind-numbingly boring movie. He plays the king in this one, and he has to be charismatic, but he's literally just a plank of wood, and it's very painful.
Who plays the queen?
I don't know. I don't know if there is one.
Oh, well, there you go. Makes you think.
Yeah, it makes you think. Problematic Warcraft. What's your worst movie you watched for the first time this year?
You're not going to like it.
Oh, what is it now? If you find a way to say After Sun again, I might just leave the call.
I was trying to figure that out, I'll be honest.
Fuck's sake.
But alas, I have not watched it this year. So
okay, good.
Because you specifically added the caveat that it has to be that we've watched this year for the first time as well.
Yes, I
so
did.
I feel like he was playing like fucking like chess when I played whatever that fucking thing.
I was anticipating your antics.
You was anticipating, yes, my move. Lawrence, I'm just refilling my drink.
Oh, please on your time.
I will. It is my time.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm paying you.
No. Just goes through your account.
Yes, so technically.
No, it's not the same thing.
It is. I'm the director.
No. Nathan, what's your worst movie?
Creed.
Oh, really?
Worst movie that I watched in 2024 for the first time, but that did not come out in 2024 is Creed. And look, it's fine. I just don't give a fuck about it personally.
Okay.
I just there's no part of that. And I knew this going into it. I knew this would be the case going into it. And you're like, no, you love it. Trust me, you love it.
I thought you would.
Well, you were wrong. I'm just not interested in Creed or boxing or Rocky Balboa in any way, shape, or form. All right. And then you made me watch this movie, this Jawn. So I watched this Jawn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
and what a shit time I had. All right.
But shit, it's a good movie. No,
It's not. All right. If you like it, that's fine. All right. Look, I'll say it's a well-made movie. Like, it's a perfectly well-crafted movie. I'm not saying the movie itself is bad.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying for my personal enjoyment, I did not like it.
I don't like it when you pull that card because I can't tell you what you like. It's not
You
fair.
can't, exactly. You can't tell me I'm wrong because I'm not.
Oh, I
Because
guess
it's
that's
a
fair.
bad movie.
Is there any other movies that came close? I had to know what Creed's competition was.
Not really. No.
I threw that on you. You didn't write anything down for that. I'm sorry. That was my
Yeah,
mistake.
And to be fair, I've not watched many movies this year, so it was really tough picking the ones that I did pick, to be honest. So
You have had a slow year for movies this year. We were speaking about this the other day.
yeah, it is what it is.
It's one of them years.
Yeah, it's one of them years.
All right, so we're now moving on to the best movie we watched for the first time in 2024.
Oh my god, what's yours?
You're not gonna like it.
What do you mean I'm not
Well, no,
gonna
you're
like
not.
it?
It's not that you're not gonna like it because you haven't seen the movie, but you're gonna roll your eyes, and I'm just preparing myself for it.
Oh wait, no, I don't know.
Go on,
Because
guess.
No, I was gonna say challenges, but that didn't come out. But that came out this year, so it's not that.
We'll get to challenges, all right?
Yeah, I bet we fucking will get to challenges. Jesus Christ.
It's not fair. I've got a list on Letterboxd. It's a spoiler.
Go on.
It's 12.
I've not seen your
angry-
list.
Huh?
I've not seen your list.
Oh, it's on my profile. It's somewhere.
I'm not going on your profile.
Oh well, that's your mistake. You don't want these premium opinions.
No.
That's very fair. It's 12 Angry Men.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh.
Look. I was in the same boat. I put off watching this for years, right? Because it's
Look,
old.
until like fucking 3 to 6 months ago, or whenever you watch this, 12 Angry Men for us was like what we said is the punchline of a joke. Okay,
That was Citizen Kane, yeah.
that or Citizen Kane for like fucking pretentious movie cunts, right?
Yeah.
And here you are.
It's a good movie, man.
I'm sure it is, but all right.
Look, I'll give you my quick spiel, right? It's a good movie. I put it off for a long time because it does have that. I'm not one of these, right? You call me a film snob, that's fine, right?
I will.
But, no, I know you will, right? But no, I'm not one of the ones. There are some people that are watching things like from the 1920s, and I'm like, I don't know how you can watch that. I really don't.
I mean, when 12 Angry Men is not far off from the 1920s.
I think it's
is
the
it?
50s. It's a long time.
Yeah, all right, but it's closer to the 1920s than it is to today, isn't it?
Yeah, but filmmaking had come on a long time since the 1920s to the 1950s.
Not that far.
Far enough, trust me.
I've seen Wizard of Oz.
I mean, yeah, maybe it's. Well, I mean, Wizard of Oz was 30 something.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just 3 different eras of movies.
Something about shoes. I don't know.
There is something about shoes and killing people with a house. That happens.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Killing wheelchair users with houses.
I haven't seen it. I know he's a wheelchair user in Wizard of Oz.
Oh, that's because she's got the shoes. I'm giving stuff away here. I should stop.
I haven't seen it.
Okay.
I mean, no, I have seen it, but like not in like probably about 20 years.
Yeah, that's very fair. But look, no, 12 Angry Men. It's a good movie. It's great for character. It's a good. I was very surprised by it because I thought it would be a little bit inaccessible because of how fucking old it is. And
Yeah.
instead, excuse me. Instead, it's actually just this interesting little piece on like the justice system and how like the system of judgment by jury is just ridiculously flawed. Because if a juror's having a bad day, they could just go, "Nah, I hate that prick. Fuck it." And then, boom, that's an entire person's life ruined. So it's a good movie. I really liked it. It's a very breezy time. For like 12 dudes sat in one room, it goes remarkably quickly. So if you haven't seen it, I would recommend.
I will literally never watch it.
What's the best movie you watched for the first time this year?
You will like this.
Ooh.
All of Us Strangers.
Yay! Okay, nice.
All right, calm down.
You didn't want to save that for best recommendation?
I can double up.
No, I should have said this rule.
Well, you didn't. All right.
All right, fine. Sorry, go on your spiel.
All of Us. Oh, I won't say much. I'll probably save it for best recommendations. And it's probably one of the few that I can actually remember that you recommended as well.
That's fair. That's fair.
All of Us Are Strangers is a good movie. I enjoyed it quite a lot. I remember I just asked you one day, hey, what should I watch today? I want to watch a movie. What should I watch? And you said, I think you gave me multiple options, and I went, oh, that one sounds like the least horrendous. I'll probably watch that.
Yeah. Which is
so
crazy with a title called All of Us Strangers, by the way.
I think you sold it to me on Claire Foy, actually.
I probably did, yeah.
Yes, you said Claire Foy's in it, and we all know I love Claire Foy.
Yeah.
All right. She's a great woman. She's one of our greatest working actresses. So I love Claire Foy, and I wanted to watch something with Claire Foy in it. I didn't know, spoiler alert, it was about ghosts and shit. That was a turn up for the books. But yeah, good movie. I enjoyed it quite a lot.
Paul Mescal redeemed in your eyes for After Sun?
Look, he's not, to be honest. No, I don't like Paul Mescal.
Why? What's not to like?
I think it is After Sun. I think whenever I see him, because After Sun was the first thing I saw him in. All right, that was my introduction to Paul Mescal. Okay,
all right.
So whenever I see him, I've got this weird taste of After Sun in my mouth, and I'm like, I don't know. You know.
I get it. It's hard to wash the first taste out of your mouth. I understand. Yeah, man. I probably definitely hooked you on that. I think that was probably when you just finished watching The Crown as well. So I was like, I can get him on this.
Well, it was it wasn't far off. Yeah, The Crown ended last year, like last December, I think. So,
and I think I didn't watch this. I didn't watch All of Us Strangers until maybe early January this year. So, yeah. I got my little claws in, and I got you.
Shut up.
Right. What's Well, no. Next category. Is that right? The next category. I'm bad at hosting.
Yes. Wait, have you done your best? Yeah, you have. Yeah.
12 Angry Boys. All right. So now, should we move around for this? I feel like we saved best and worst movie for 2024.
Yeah, that's probably the big one, really.
Yeah. Do you want to do best surprise movie released in 2024?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
All right. So the rules for this best surprise movie is basically a movie. It's only one movie for each of us, and it's a good or bad surprise. We've either gone in expecting to hate it and came out loving it, or vice versa.
Please.
All right. So mine was a good surprise. Mine was a very good surprise. I was very, very intrigued, and I've been talking about it recently. And it's Carry On, that new Taron Egerton movie on Netflix.
All right.
I went into it thinking, I didn't think it'd be like fucking Drek or whatever, but you know how Netflix always do those. I think we spoke about this to James, like back on the 100 special or some shit, right? Like Netflix put out these movies for like 200 million all the time, and they're just there for a week, and then you forget they ever happened. Like,
well, no, because I don't ever watch them, really.
Well, no, I don't watch them either. But you know, you hear about them for a week and then they go, like the Grey Man and Red Notice and that kind of stuff.
Never seen them.
Yeah, no, I saw Red Notice. I think I saw everything but the last half hour of Red Notice because I gave up on it.
Why did you even start to watch it?
Sometimes I just want someone in the background and it can just be awful, but it was too awful for background stuff.
You love The Rock, clearly.
I don't love The Rock, although I did watch Red 1 the other day. Maybe I love The Rock.
See, the Rock, I saw that on Instagram today. The Rock is like, Red 1's doing great on Amazon Prime. It's like, it's breaking records ever. And I'm just looking at like, oh, mate, it's embarrassing at this point, isn't it?
It is. It's just, he's a leech to whatever thing he's doing at the time. And like, I get it. Actors have to promote their thing. I get it.
I still think the funniest thing anyone has ever said is when The Rock said, like, he saw Oppenheimer in IMAX sitting in specifically Christopher Nolan's seat that he likes to sit in, and he said to himself, whoa, Red 1 on this is gonna be amazing.
It's so fucking
and he
stupid.
was being genuinely serious as well.
That's the worst thing about it, is just the man has no sense of self-awareness. Like, do you remember in the lead up to Black Adam, it was when the Queen died, and he put out a tweet like, R.I.P. Queen Elizabeth, a true legend of the monarchy. It's a shame she never will get to see Black Adam.
I don't think that was real.
I think it was real.
I don't think it was.
Was it not? Have I been hoodwinked?
You've probably been hoodwinked. I don't think he'd be dumb enough to tweet that.
But he's dumb enough to tweet everything else that he tweets.
He tweets a lot of dumb shit, but he wouldn't be dumb enough to tweet that. Come on, man.
All right, look, Carry On is a good movie. I went in thinking I would literally never think about it again, but I went in.
I feel like that's your
because
default status going into most movies, though. You are naturally more pessimistic than most people, but also than me. And my argument for this, if you say no, I'm not, I will show you Monkey Man, Better Man. Sorry, Robbie Williams CGI monkey movie.
All right, yeah, but then I've
been aboard from that for day one. All right, all right, and then a clip gets released and it looks good, and then you're all of a sudden like, oh,
right,
I need to eat humble pie.
Yeah.
It seems. Okay, and
But
I've been saying, man, I've been saying, but you see a funny whimsical thing and you immediately turn your nose up at it, like, not for me.
Because Netflix have had the reputation they've had with their original movies, which is
This
most
isn't
of them are
Netflix.
bad.
This isn't Netflix.
This is a Netflix movie, yeah.
I was right. I'm talking about Batman.
Yeah, I know. Oh no, I don't know what Netflix. I don't know what Better Man is, to be fair.
It's theatrically released, so it's not Netflix.
Oh yeah, I guess it couldn't be.
Studio Canal, probably.
Yeah, it might be one of them weird ones that's got like 80 studios attached to it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. But anyway, look, I went in pessimistic. Yes, I'll admit it. Pessimistic.
As you often do.
No.
Yes.
All right, maybe a bit.
Yes, with pretty much everything.
Not the stuff I'm interested in.
Most things you go in with your arms crossed, like, go on then, impress me. All right?
Do you not want a movie to impress you, though?
Yeah, but I'm not immediately on the defense. Have fun with it, you know?
All right, fine. Look, I went in because I enjoyed Taron Egerton and I enjoyed Jason Bateman. I think they're two good boys. It's good. It's a great premise. Do you know the premise of it?
No. Has Taron Egerton done anything good since Kingsman?
It's been a hot minute, hasn't it, for him?
The King's Man.
He wasn't
That's
in
a
The
bad
King's
movie.
Man.
He's not in it.
No. What has he done since The King's Man?
He did Eddie the Eagle.
That was before Kingsman, or at least
He
around the
did
same time.
Elton John the movie.
Oh, that wasn't horrendous. Well, great.
Didn't see it.
That's very fair.
Has he done anything else?
He's done Sing 2. He's the voice of that gorilla, isn't he?
Well done. I haven't seen Sing or Sing 2.
He's in Tetris, the movie.
Oh, he is in Tetris the movie. I haven't seen it.
I hear good things
Great.
about
Good for you.
Tetris, the movie.
We'll watch it then.
No, I don't want to. It's
Add
got
it
to
to your
impress
best
me.
of 2025 list or whatever.
Yeah, I'll throw it in. All right, no, look, Carry On is a good time. Taron Egerton's a TSA agent assigned to check in bags, and someone calls him up and is like, listen, we're going to do a terrorism and you've got to let it happen. He's like, I don't think so. And it's a good movie.
Isn't it Die Hard but in an airport?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Who cares?
Sorry, what was that about pessimism?
Who cares? What are we doing?
Best surprise movie. Was yours good or bad?
Yes. No, not best surprise movie, just surprise.
All
Biggest surprise.
Biggest surprise.
Yes, biggest surprise, because mine is not the best. Okay. The surprise for 2024 for me, and this one, it broke my heart, Lawrence.
Oh,
right?
no.
Severely broke my heart, because I was like, I saw the trailer for this, and I was like, fuck, that's a bit of me, all right?
Okay.
This everything about this is like fucking saying good shit, and I am on board. And then I watched that movie, and it was just the biggest piece of shit there was, man. It was.
Do I know what this is?
It was not good. I am, of course, talking about Joker 2. This time there's two Jokers, and Lady Gaga is a Joker.
Hang on.
Okay.
All right, can I just unpack your statements there?
Sure.
Everything about it
Yep.
looked good.
Yep.
Did you watch the first one?
Yep. I
It
did.
had to have been
and
indicative
I didn't
of-
like it. Okay.
Right, but that has to be of being indicative of the quality you were getting into.
Everything about it looked good.
All right, do
All
tell.
right.
Go on. Share your story.
I saw the trailer. It looked good.
Yeah.
Musical. I love musicals.
You do?
I'm on board.
Yeah.
Lady Gaga. All right.
Yeah.
And look, she's fine in the movie, but the movie just fucking sucks. It's boring. It's shit. There's nothing to it. It's not a musical. It grinds to a halt every time there is a song. The music is not even interesting at all. It's just fucking dull on every subsequent level.
What music's in it?
That's what music's in it.
No, but what is?
I couldn't even tell you. That's how unmemorable it is. That's how unremarkable. I literally could not tell you a single song that appears in that movie because none of them are fucking memorable at all.
Are they all original, or is it like some jukebox stuff?
No, there's some fucking jukebox shit, but it's all unremarkable. All right.
Yeah. Okay. That is a shame. I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry. I haven't seen it, right? It apparently, spoilers for Joker 2, but apparently it ends with like...
Don't spoil Joker 2.
Well, no, but apparently he's not the Joker 2, is he?
Well, he's Joker, but he's not the Joker. He's not Batman's Joker.
Right. And isn't there an element of it that is like, again, haven't seen it, but isn't it supposed to be like a thing on Todd Phillips being like, you guys didn't understand the first one. The Joker is a loser. So surely that's something that would have been good for us because we've always known the Joker was a loser.
I mean, that's what he says.
Oh, but he just made a bad movie.
I mean, no, the movie, it is kind of like that because a lot of like, it does kind of explore that route, really.
Yeah.
But it's just not good.
Just not well enough.
It's just not a good movie. It's shit. And it broke my heart because I really was looking forward to it. I thought it was going to be great. And I didn't like the first one as well.
Yeah.
I thought the first one was just bad. And not necessarily bad. It just wasn't for me. It wasn't my cup of tea at all, really.
It was the first movie ever to shine the light on mental health. I don't know if you know that.
It was great. It really changed men's mental health, as you know, which is a hot button topic.
The worst thing is it actively probably made things worse.
Probably, yeah. You do a great job.
Oh, God. What a letdown. I'm glad that I didn't go out and see it because I was planning on going out and seeing it. And I think if I went to the cinema to watch it, I'd have been really bummed.
Bro is the Joker, for real.
Bro is the Joker. Or the Jonkler, one could say.
Shut the fuck up, man. Shut the fuck up.
Now, even the next topic we're moving on to is the best podcast we listened to in 2024.
What?
Not 2014. I wasn't listening to podcasts in 2014.
I was.
Yeah, you showed me podcasts.
Yeah, I introduced you to podcasts. I introduced you to the game.
Which then got me a job in the long run.
Yeah.
It really did.
You're welcome.
Thanks. All right, I'm gonna be really cheesy and talk about a podcast on which we've appeared and on which has appeared with us.
I probably know what this is.
Okay, it is the Talking Pictures podcast.
That's what I was going to say.
With beautiful Brian and beautiful David, two Irish beautiful boys.
Brian and beautiful David, not beautiful Brian.
Are we going with Brian?
No, you said Brian and beautiful David. So I'm saying not beautiful Brian.
Oh, did I leave out beautiful and Brian?
You did, yeah. You said Brian and beautiful David.
That's because I was saving it for gorgeous Brian later on.
I feel like Brian is better than beautiful. Sorry, I feel like... I feel like
he absolutely is better than beautiful. You're right.
No, I feel like beautiful is better than gorgeous. That's what I was trying to say.
What about drop dead gorgeous?
No, you just added more words to it.
Yeah, I thought that might elevate it a little bit. What
no,
about
it doesn't?
A sturdy
Stop doing this thing. All right, you always do this. Stop doing it.
All right, beautiful boys. No, it's a really good podcast.
Two beautiful Irish boys.
Two beautiful Irish boys indeed. Look, it's a podcast that it's frustrating sometimes because I can't always be a regular listener because I don't get to always go out and see the stuff that they're talking about.
That's my trouble with it because basically I saw nothing this year.
So you've got a whole year. You've got 52 episodes of Talking Pictures.
Yeah. And Brian and David, they cover a lot of new stuff, which is great. And I love hearing their stuff. So often the times, like, I will listen to an episode from like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
From like when I finally watch something, I'm like, oh, now I can go back and listen to Talking Pictures.
Because they're going out opening weekend.
Yeah, and fucking mad respect to them. We could never.
No, we certainly could never.
No.
No, I look, it's a solid podcast. It's they're lovely boys. They've been on, but like it's they've got great chemistry to listen to. I get excited for Brian's trailers of the week. They're always a fun time.
Ooh.
And it always, by the way, when you listen out of sequence, it really dates the episode a little bit because you go, fucking hell, the trailer had only just come out by then.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, it's good. I like to stockpile them for when I've seen a couple of the movies, and then I can just whack a couple on while I'm cleaning the house, and it's a good time.
What's your trailer of this week?
My trailer of this week? Oh, it's got to be Superman.
Of course it's Superman.
Yeah.
It's great.
Banger trailer. Maybe we'll talk about Superman in the last category of the night. What do you think about them just doing the John Williams score again?
I mean, it's a good score.
It's a good score, isn't it? But
Yeah.
I was excited for something a bit fresh, but I feel like they're jigging it up enough to be fresh.
Why don't you shut the fuck up?
What's your favourite podcast you listen to?
Lawrence, my favorite podcast that I listened to this year is one that I have appeared on.
Okay.
It's one that you have appeared on.
Okay.
It's one that we have not appeared on together.
Then I know this one.
It's Still Got Legs.
Wait, no. No, you can't do that.
No, it's Missing Mystic Falls.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a Vampire Diaries rewatch podcast, and I have a good time with it. Specifically, I don't know if this is allowed within the rules, but I will do this anyway because it's my podcast, so fuck you.
Yeah.
Specifically, I really enjoy the episodes that the gang do in between seasons where they actually cover a Twilight movie.
Yes.
Because those are particularly a lot of fun. But yes, Catherine, Alice, and Ellie, who host the podcast, Three Great Girls. Yeah, a lot of fun. I love it so much. I've never seen a single episode of Vampire Diaries. That's not true. I've seen one episode of Vampire Diaries, and that is the episode of the podcast that I did.
Are you keeping it that way so that if you ever guessed again, it's just let's see what's changed?
Well, here's the thing. I have... if any cops are listening, turn off now. But I have pirated the entirety of the Vampire Diaries. Okay, so I do have the ability and access to watch it, but I don't know if I will. Really, it's like it's I don't know. It's just there. It's tempting me, and every now and then I'm like, maybe I should start. You know,
It's what did you? When did you guess? Was it like season 1 or 2 you guessed it on?
It was season 2.
Oh, okay. So enough will be different if you go back to the beginning. You won't be like, oh, let's get to where we were or whatever.
Yeah. What was on I did? It was there was a school dance.
Narrows it down. Fucking school dance every other week.
Who's like one of the big villains?
The first big villain I think they had was
It's not one of the first.
it was Damon. Damon was the first.
No,
big bad.
it's not Damon. He was one of the heroes. He was one of the boys.
Was it an original?
Yalaric or something like that?
Oh, Alaric, the Trump supporter.
Maybe. I don't know. I think like he was a villain. I think it was when he was just starting to come in and he was in someone else's body.
Oh, Klaus. Klaus in Alaric's body.
There was Klaus. There was something about Klaus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
There was something else going on.
He ends up being a British boy and he goes, hello, mate. And he's actually from England, but he puts on a ridiculous, hello, mate.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't really remember, to be honest.
No, you wouldn't have seen that. You'd have seen him in the body of a Trump supporter, Alaric.
Maybe. I can't really remember. But hey, it was a confusing time, but a lot of fun. And I enjoyed it. And I enjoyed that podcast. It's great. Missing Mystic Falls. Check it out.
It is a very, very good show and a good time. I like that they're a podcast that they're similar to our Doctor Who rewatch podcast in that they're not afraid to admit when something is bad, and they also spend way too long talking about hair and costumes.
That's true. Do you know, I said this to Catherine not too long ago. I said, because what Missing Mystic Falls do is they, like, in a similar sense to Still Got Legs, is they, Catherine will often open up the show with, so this is directed by blah, 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 and written by blah, blah, blah. And I once said to Catherine, do you know, whenever we say this on Still Got Legs, whenever I say it was directed by blah, 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 and written by blah, 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 I stole that from Missing Mystic Falls. And she just went to me, I know you fucking did.
Well, it's good to give credit.
I've never given credit for that on the show.
Yeah, you gave the credit to the writers and directors, but not where you stole the idea from to give credit.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe I should give it credit on the show.
Next time you do it, we're going to stop dead in
Well,
our tracks.
I heard it. I was like, that's a good idea. I should start doing that.
I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it? Why we weren't doing it before is beyond us.
If you listen to the first few episodes of Still Got Legs, that's not in there.
Oh, lovely podcast. Go and check out both of them. Great people.
shows.
Yeah.
Great shows, great people, lovely time all around.
We're going to move on to the best and worst TV. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. This is going to be tough for me because I've watched like maybe 3 TV shows, and one of them we can't talk about because it's about. We'll have to wait for our other Doctor Who rewatch podcast.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
Let's start with the worst. What was the worst TV show you watched this year?
I've done a bit of a cop out for this.
Mine is a bit and all, yeah.
Okay, it's not necessarily my worst, but
It's the worst out of the two.
no, I've watched more of the TV shows.
No,
than
you have,
this
yeah.
year. But I like, because my thing is, if I don't enjoy a TV show, I just won't watch it.
Yeah.
All
Why
right,
carry
so-
on? Yeah.
Exactly.
If we're not
So then
watching it for the podcast, there is no incentive for me to keep on.
Exactly, 100%. So then I can't necessarily like classify anything as my worst, because if I haven't watched it all, it doesn't necessarily count.
Yeah.
But in that vein, I watched one episode of The Penguin and then never went back to it.
Oh,
So
you're joking.
By default,
Yeah.
I guess it is my worst of the year, I guess. Even though I kind of enjoyed the episode that I watched, but I just never felt the need to go back to it. So I was just like, yeah.
Penguin fans, you'll be elated to know that it's my. We'll talk about it in a minute.
Great.
Yeah, no, but that's fair though. It's like, I don't know, what have you watched this year? Because you've watched way more TV. Truth be told, there wasn't much that came out that interested me this year.
I'll tell you in a minute.
Oh, okay, all right. My worst one is also a bit of a cop out, and it's mostly because, and I did finish the first season of it, and I don't think there's another season coming. And it's mostly because it didn't really deliver on the promise. I waited 6 episodes to see something, and then it really just fumbled the bag. So I was like, oh. And it's The Walking Dead: The Ones Who Live.
I don't know what that is.
So it's the Rick and Michonne show. Because Rick left.
I thought you liked that. Didn't you like that?
I liked it more than I liked The Walking Dead, but that's an extremely low bar of quality.
The Walking Dead's a bad show.
Yeah, it turned real
I
bad.
used to love The Walking Dead, man.
Yeah, mate, because it used to be great.
Did used to be great.
Yeah.
Do you know then the exact point I fucking checked out what The Walking Dead was?
When?
The spoiler alert. The Negan kills those 2 people episode.
See, I'm around about the same. I watched the next episode to see what would happen, and then I was like, oh, this is kind of bad.
Yeah.
So I liked Glenn. He was one of the most interesting characters. I understand it's in the comics. I get it, but
But they only faked us out with his death like 4 episodes beforehand.
yeah, with him
as
under
well.
a bin or some shit.
Under a fucking bin.
He's like, I
God.
made it out. All the zombies left me alone.
What a stupid show, man.
Yeah. Anyway, look, the Ones Who Live. It was heralded as the Andrew Lincoln left the show because he was like, I
Yeah.
want to spend time with my kids, and this show's going on for 1 billion years. And I'm
Yeah.
like, that's very fair.
Yeah.
So he left, and then this show was supposed to be heralded as like the Rick finds his way back home because they didn't actually kill him. That he got taken off in a helicopter and taken somewhere. Right.
Did his son die? Didn't Carl die?
Yeah, Carl died. He was there for when Carl died, though.
What happened when Carl died?
He just got bitten by a zombie and died.
What about the baby? Was there a baby?
There was a baby. Yeah, the baby is now a little girl. Well, not little girl. She's probably like 15 or some shit.
15? How has it fucking been?
Mate, this is the thing. This is what The Walking Dead did. After Andrew Lincoln left, for some reason, like every 6 episodes, they would be like, it's been 25 years since Rick Grimes. I was like, none of you look different. Stop jumping through time.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's fucking insane.
I heard a thing recently that I don't know if this is true, but apparently in the Walking Dead universe, I guess the TV universe, in the Walking Dead universe, the UK is apparently just fine. The UK is the one country that is completely fine. Like, I think it was, from what I've heard, it was mentioned in that fucking Daryl's in France show or whatever now.
Oh,
and
I watched the first episode of that, and that was terrible. Go on.
apparently it's, the UK is just completely fine because, like, we just closed our borders immediately and then just never had any issue. So, yeah, we are the one country in the Walking Dead universe that's absolutely fine.
So I guess all that international trade we do is not an issue then.
Nah, it's absolutely fine.
That's so... Why would they even write that in?
I don't know. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I heard.
This is the other thing that fucking annoys me, by the way. Like, in season 1, it used to be like, our cars run out of gas and we have to get down the road and that's going to be an issue. And now they're like, fucking Daryl's off to Paris. And it's like, how?
How the fuck did he get to Paris, man?
I don't know. I think the show opened and he was like, I'm in Paris. I'm like, yeah, you did well to skip over that. 7 episodes of Daryl's on a boat and it sinks every 5 minutes.
Yeah, Daryl's crossed the fucking Atlantic somehow.
He'd find a way. They'd probably make Daryl swim and then he gets there and he goes, I swear. But yeah, anyway, so look, all in all, The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live, did some interesting stuff, wasn't terrible, was better than the last couple of seasons of The Walking Dead, which again, low bar.
He's not saying much because fucking dire.
Yeah, very, very bad.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, at least I get to see Rick again. I liked Rick in the early days of the show. I liked Rick in the latter days of the show.
And
So
you liked Rick in Love Actually when he wanted that child bride for himself.
Yeah. When he was a really unethical pervert. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but
Carl!
I was excited for him to see the reunion, and then they kind of just went, Rick's home, and his daughter sees him, and his daughter gets a bit upset. And then this absolute plank of an actor that plays his son is like, wow, hey, Dad. And that's it. Then it ends. And I'm like, you don't get to see him go home and see any of the actual members of the Walking Dead cast? No.
Wait, who's his son?
Yeah, Rick had a son. Well, it was...
Not Carl?
No, not Carl. Michonne was pregnant when Rick, quote-unquote, died.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
He's another plank of wood actor that just stands doing nothing. Anyway, look, not great. I by the end of it, when they just turn them into superheroes fighting off hordes of zombies, Rick, they did the thing where Rick loses his hand, but it's not a problem because he just twats everyone with his stump and gets on with it.
Great.
Yeah,
Good for
it's
him.
not great. Anyway, what was your best show?
I've been doing stuff, Laurie. Thanks. My best show of 2024 was
To me, my X-Men.
Oh, I forgot that was here.
It's X-Men 97. Are you kidding me? This was fucking sick, man.
I forgot I watched this.
This was the best fucking show there was. It fucking hit a sweet spot for me. It was the absolute sweet spot between peak nostalgia, Saturday morning cartoons, eating a bowl of cereal in my pajamas, watching TV while my parents are still asleep, okay? And then also hit the sweet spot of really good show with engaging plot lines and drama as well, okay?
Yeah.
Fucking phenomenal all the way through.
It was really good. I'm gutted I forgot to put that there because I forgot I watched that, to be honest. But yeah, man, that was an absolute banger of a show. And I like that they were like, you don't need to have seen the original series, all like 100 seasons of the OG as well. You can just go into this. I haven't, no.
Yeah, because you're a bitch.
I've seen bits here and there, but not anything I can really cohesively remember.
Yeah, no, you really don't. It still works absolutely fine. You can pick up what's going on. There's no real part of it where you'll be like, what the who the fuck is going on? Like, it's all like explained well enough and stuff within context. And yeah, it's really, really fucking good, man. There's just no part of it which is like, oh, this is a bit shit, you know. It's so fucking sick and engaging, and it's what the X-Men should be, especially since we spent fucking 14 weeks this year doing fucking X-Mania and shit like that. We often said for our X-Mania, you know, like, oh, it's not X-Men 97, is it? Like, it's fucking that was kind of the gold standard we compared it to, because fuck, it's good. Yeah. It's good. It's really good.
It earns its place as a gold standard comparison. Like, it was one of them shows that every single week, they didn't skip on laughs, and they also managed to fit within a 30-minute runtime every week. They managed to give you an entirely, not entirely standalone, but like for the most part, an adventure of the week that always felt satisfying, and you also always had fun. But it does that thing that kids shows should always do, which is get them young and hook them with good writing, and hopefully when they're older they demand better. I think Christopher Eccleston said that one time.
Maybe
about doing Doctor Who.
But like, not only good writing, but also then like amazing fucking action sequences and like really fucking gripping storylines. That whole fucking Genovia episode, Genosha. Genovia is the fucking place from Princess Diaries.
Anne Hathaway goes into battle with Chris Pine.
Genosha, the mutant nation. Fuck, it's like fucking amazing, right? It's so fucking and what a surprise of an episode. What an episode that sneaks up on you. You're like, oh, this is a bit of fun, and then you're like, holy fucking shit, this is world altering stakes here.
Yeah, and it ends then the where that episode begins and ends, mind boggling and like show changing. Nothing's the same after that episode. It's truly ridiculously good. Yeah.
Such a fucking sick show. great show. Like really good commentary as like fucking X-Men should have and does have and stuff. And yeah, it's just really fucking good stuff, man.
What's going
Really
on with season 2? Because that bloke that was like the shepherd of that show got fired, right? Because he had an OnlyFans or
there was
something.
some weird shit. Nah, there was definitely more to it than that, man. There was like apparently he was like fucking harassing like people that he worked with, and like apparently he was sending them or showing them like pictures of himself because he's like a bodybuilder or whatever. He was giving them images of himself to use as references for like the art and stuff, and he was. And I don't know, to be honest. I don't know, but there's a lot of.
It's
like,
all a bit under
weird
wraps,
shit
isn't
around
it?
He's come out and said like Marvel have done me dirty and all this shit, and then Marvel have like come out and said. I don't think actually Marvel have come out and said anything, but there's rumors come out that it's like that's not necessarily the case. I don't know what the fuck is going on basically, but it's not black and white really.
What a waste of talent. Because to have like a fucking gay person of color shepherding in an X-Men show,
Yeah,
who's also, you know, for all of his flaws, if everything that's been alleged is true, a great writer too. Like, what an incredible perspective to bring to it.
I don't think it was the sole writer on the show.
No, but acting as the showrunner, you bring in those writers, and like like he obviously crafted something pretty special, and it's a shame that perspective will be missed, I think.
Yeah. But apparently season 2 is like well into production, so
Fingers crossed it holds up. I would hate to see that show fall off in quality because it was so fucking good.
I hope so. I do
And
hope
that theme song. What a banger.
Why don't we take a quick break while I go for a piss?
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. Catherine asked me to like fucking to say fucking keep a running track of how many drinks we've had. And I forgot. I don't know. I've already lost count. I don't know. If I'm being honest, I've already lost count. This is probably I started off with a beer. All right.
That's a drink.
And it was like a fucking like a 600 and something milliliter bottle. Of
Fucking
beer.
hell, yeah. Sizable.
Yeah. Like, you know, one of those big like Stella bottles. It was
I'd
one
say
of
count
those.
that as 2.
I mean, yeah, it's bigger than a pint. So it's like a pint and a quarter, I guess. So I had that. And then I had like probably about 2 Baileys or so, 2 glasses of Baileys, the equivalent of, I was just swigging it out of the bottle, if I'm being honest. And then I'm going to be filling up now, I want to say my 4th whiskey.
You're ahead of me. I think that was I think what I've just filled up there is my
I think
5th.
that's clear, Lauren. I think that's clear to everyone.
Oh, where were we? My best TV show, Nathan. I'm so glad you asked.
Please regale us with this tale.
All right, it's The Penguin. It's your worst.
Wah, wah.
But you did say a cop-out worst.
Boring.
No, it's not. But you said you enjoyed the episode.
Oh, he's the penguin. And there's
Yeah,
Batman.
it's called The Penguin.
What's his name, though?
Yeah, I know. I'm not a fan of that. All
What's
right?
his fucking stupid name?
Yeah, it's dumb. It's very stupid. But look, it's a good expansion. You've got to be in on the world. You're not in on the world.
I'm not. Hate the world. All right.
Your 180 on the Batman needs to be studied.
Yeah, because I don't want that world. You know what world I want?
What?
The Superman world. A comic book
You're
world.
going to get
all
that.
right?
Why can't 2 worlds exist?
Because I'll tell you why. Because we've had this world for 20 fucking years now, Lawrence. All right?
Yeah.
Batman Begins came out in 2005. Okay?
Yes.
Fucking get over it. All right?
It's good,
Move
though.
on. Do something fucking different.
I don't disagree
I'm
with you.
sick of like, oh, what if Batman was gritty and grounded and realistic? What if you fucking killed yourself? All right?
Fuck's sake.
Not you specifically.
I know. No, it's a fucking... I get it. I totally see the point. I completely understand. It is fucking... It's been too many takes of this. I understand.
Yes.
Still good, though, isn't it? Still a good movie.
No.
You did like the movie. At some
Look, the
point.
movie from a filmmaking's perspective and whatever, it's fine. All right, sure, yes.
Yes.
But from what I want from Batman,
Yeah.
no. Absolutely not. I want a little boy in shorts.
Yeah. And then Robin. But first, the little boy in shorts.
Chat, don't clip that.
Look, all right, I'll breeze through the Penguin because we already spoke about it a little bit earlier. But
We didn't really.
Oh no, you just said you'd watched like one episode and it was fine.
I just said the Penguin. Yeah.
It was a slow start, I'll be honest. I liked the first episode, but it built towards the end, I think. It was a show that I was worried was going to feel very off-cut of the movie. And there are moments where you can see it is not handled by Matt Reeves and Greg Fraser. Like, there's
Who
a
is
big
it
old
handled
CGI
by?
car.
Who is it handled by?
I actually don't know who the showrunner of this is.
Burn on the showrunner.
Yeah, but I don't. It's that they're trying to fit into this specific world. It's not like a fresh interpretation of anything. So, it does look a bit cheap in places, but I think they make up for it in character. Fucking Colin Farrell is ridiculously good in this fucking role. Like, it's insane when you hear him talk with his normal accent when he's in costume, and you're like, "What? This sounds horrendously wrong."
I tell you, I was at the fucking bar earlier, and there were three of these guys, right? And we were having a fucking Guinness with these lads, and they were all like, "Fucking hell, are you the Penguin?" And I'm like, "I am the fucking Penguin, lads." You know what I'm saying?
It's not bad. It's not bad. But it's good. There's great supporting cast as well. Fucking Kristen Milotti, incredible. So
The
good.
mother. Spoiler
Yes.
alert.
The mother. Oh, I thought you were just doing that fucking thing.
Oh, mother. No. The mother from How I Met Your Mother.
She is the mother from How I Met Your Mother. To be fair,
Spoiler alert, she dies.
does she die? Oh yes, of course she dies because that's the that's the whole thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's been dead the whole time.
Yeah.
Is the sort of thing. Yeah.
And then he goes and is like, "Kids, can I?" David Henry, Wizards of Waverly Place boy. Can
Wizards
I?
of Waverly Place and Girl from Kick-Ass, okay?
Yes.
Look.
That was your mum, but can I go and?
That was your mum. Now, look, I want to go fuck my best friend who I've told you about for 15 years, all right?
And you thought she might have been your mum at one point or something.
But no, she's not. She's my friend who I want to fuck. Okay? Now let me go fuck her. All right?
Yeah, it's past your bedtime anyway. Go to bed so I can go and fuck her.
Yeah. I'm going to go fuck her. All right?
No, look, great time.
Good show.
The ending of the Penguin is horrendous in the sense that it just leaves you feeling like, oh, this guy sucks so hard. He sucked before, but
Does it become the Penguin?
yeah, because he does become the Penguin.
Does he say, I am going to become the Penguin? As he dons a monocle and top hat.
Yeah, you're not entirely wrong.
Oh, fucking hell.
I'll like stuff you like doesn't. All right, give me a break.
Come on, man.
But yeah,
What's happening? There's that little boy. There's a little boy.
Yeah,
Is he going to become Robin? I've heard that's what people are saying.
I don't know if anyone's saying that, mate.
Oh, no.
I don't know if anyone's saying that, mate.
I saw that.
Be pretty fucked up, Robin. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
I'll leave it there.
There we go.
There we go, indeed.
I mean, there's fucked up Robins. They're all pretty fucked up, to be honest.
Yeah, but I don't think Batman would have much to talk about with this kid. Put it that way.
I mean, what, traumatized young youth?
He doesn't stay too traumatized for a long time.
All right.
You need to see the rest of the episodes, but that kid has a story that I was not expecting at all. But yeah. Anyway, best performance, Nathan, or worst performance, sorry, this year.
Worst
We're opening this
performance.
up. This can be anything. This can be telly, movies, or games, or anything.
I'd like to hear yours first.
All right. It's not. Here's a caveat, right? Because last year I was mean. Last year I went for the girl that plays Ant-Man's daughter in Ant-Man and the Wasp. Right, because she's not.
Last year.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
I know.
Fuck it, I've lived 7 lives between now and then. Jesus Christ.
But look, this time.
What was that? Cassie? No, that was the character's name.
Yeah. Catherine Newton.
Catherine Newton, yes.
Yeah. So it wasn't a great performance from her, and the movie didn't fucking help her either by
I
being
only
bad.
see it once and it's not a good movie.
Yeah. So anyway, this one I've gone for a performance that not
Who was
necessarily.
mine last year?
Yours was Prince Philip, who was the old one.
Oh,
old-
yeah, not
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
See, mine's similar in that vein, right? Where the guy, there's not a problem with his acting. It's the context of it. I'm like, why'd you do that?
All right, hit me.
It's Nick Cage in Long Legolas.
All right, okay. Bear with me for a moment. Okay, when you say Long Legolas,
Yeah.
okay, do you actually mean the movie Long Legs? Okay, or is there a movie that I have not heard of, which is somehow bizarrely called Long Legolas?
Yeah, it's that one, second one.
Okay.
And it's not about Legolas. It's just a really long movie about Legolas.
Okay.
7 hours, I think.
Right. Okay.
No, it's Nick Cage in Long Legs, right? Because it wasn't a bad
Haven't
performance.
seen
Yeah.
it.
No, you don't need to have really, because picture Nick Cage being crazy.
All right, hold on.
All right.
Yeah, it's me, Nick Cage. I'm crazy.
All right, now picture anyone other than Andy Samberg doing Nick Cage.
You're fucking right. That was my go-to.
It's a fucking bad. Look, Andy Samberg is hilarious. His Nick Cage impression is genuinely terrible. And the world collectively just goes, he can do it. He can't do it.
I like it, man.
It's a bad impression. He's a comedic revelation, but he is a bad impressionist when it comes to Nick Cage.
He's a funny guy.
He is a funny guy. See that
That
sketch he
Sushi
did?
Glory Hole song?
Oh, the Glory song was a good song, to be fair.
Hear us out. Hear us out. It's a good song. Sushi Glory Hole.
But look, this Nick Cage acting crazy is not unheard of to anyone, right? It's his go-to.
No,
You get
he's
Nick
always doing
Cage, you
crazy.
expect him to be a bit fucking unhinged in a weird way.
Isn't the filming picture from that Spider show?
Oh, yeah, the Spider-Man Noir one, right?
Spider like that's a real thing. I saw those pics. I was like, oh, this is happening. Whoa.
Well, we'll see how far Sony takes Spider-Man related projects, to be fair.
Well, yeah, but if they actually have a Spider-Man in them, okay.
Oh,
then
that's true. Yeah.
That's the key difference between the ones that spoiler alert we will discuss very soon.
Yes.
Okay.
You're putting a lot of faith on a studio to understand what we liked and didn't like.
Yes, that is true.
No, look, Nick Cage, you haven't seen it, so I won't go on about it, right? But it's not a bad performance. It's just not what the movie needed. It's very tonally fucking weird. And it's just like, it's like they got Nick Cage and then went, we want you to do Nick Cage going crazy. And he went, all right, and did that. Because the movie's like, go on.
What's worse, okay? Nick Cage in Long Legs
Yeah.
or Nick Cage in The Flash?
But that's not fair because he was never on The Flash.
Well, he was.
No, he resembles a creation that was on The
He
Flash.
was on set. He was on set. He filmed stuff.
Oh, it's tough to say because The Flash is dreck.
Awful.
Yeah.
Horrible movie.
But I can't blame him for that because he quite literally didn't open his fucking mouth.
No, that's true. And he also didn't know what he was doing as
Yeah,
well.
he just
like
was
he
there
thought
and
it
was
was
like, "Look
something
at
very
this."
yeah, he thought it was something very different to what it ended up being. So yeah.
Ethically, it's The Flash. The
That's
Flash
not
is
on
bad.
him. Yeah, that's not on him at all. That's on Andy Muschietti.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're he's the guy that's directing your favorite Batman.
Well, okay, you say my favorite Batman. It's just not the Batman. All right.
Yeah, it's true. No, look, Nick Cage is just the movie's a creepy
And I would
tone.
argue that was more of a product of Warner Brothers as a whole rather than Andy Muschietti.
What else
really.
did Andy Muschietti do? Because I heard he was like somewhat competent. Oh, he made It and It Chapter 2. That's what he did.
Oh, I liked It. I never saw It Chapter 2.
You're not missing much.
But I do like Bill Hader.
Bill Hader's good, but you're not missing much.
Maybe I should watch It Chapter 2. Chat, should I watch It Chapter 2?
There's no one here.
Clip that.
It's
and
only
let
me.
know.
I'm Chat.
Chat, clip that and let me know.
Yeah, it just doesn't fit in the movie. It's a creepy
All right.
movie, and he's bizarrely unusual and just unhinged Nick Cage in it.
Well, I like Unhinged Nick Cage. That's like, I'm being honest. You're kind of selling me on this.
But then watch it. I would be genuinely
I
curious.
never will. Why did you spill your drink?
I just exhaled and my drink went places. I don't know why. All right, fine. Don't. Who's your worst?
All right. I'm not going to say too much on this as a whole now because I'm going to talk about this more in a later category. Okay.
All right.
But again, it's a little bit of a cop out. All right. Because
Okay.
I couldn't necessarily think of a worst performance. Okay.
Yeah.
So it is a little bit of a cop out, but I have to say, and a late edition as well. A late edition.
I know
to
what
the
this
game,
is.
But I have to go with the entire cast of Madam Web. Okay. And look, there's some good actors in Madam Web. Some
really
actors I like.
Yeah.
Fucking I was gonna say Ben from Parks and Rec. What's his name? Adam Scott. Adam Scott, Dakota Johnson. Look, I like the cast. Okay, Adam Scott, Dakota Johnson, Sydney Sweeney. There are some like fucking good actors in here who can do good stuff, but the material they have is so fucking bad.
Yeah.
And like the director, I don't know if he was just fucking taking a sick break or just smoking throughout the whole thing, but like no one was giving these guys notes. All right?
no
one was
Yeah.
like saying, "Oh, let's do that again," and maybe try it. This like fucking it all seems like it was done in one take,
Yeah.
and then it was never done again, really. And on top of that, and again, we're gonna go more into this in another category. Spoiler alert! But the fucking ADR on that dude, man. Horrendous.
This is my life's work. I will not let them stop me from doing my life's work.
It doesn't even match up with what his mouth is doing at
Not
most
even
points
close.
in the movie.
Yeah.
It looks like a fucking dubbed performance. Well, it is. It literally
It
is
is.
a dubbed performance. Yeah.
Do you know how fucking like? Did you notice how many times in the scenes with the main villain it cut back to his assistant or whatever because they just
Yeah.
had to get the camera off his face? I'm like, I'm barely
Yeah.
seeing the cunt.
Awful movie, man.
Also, those line deliveries. I told you this, right? But it felt like someone. Maybe I didn't tell you this. Maybe I kept this back, right? I'll talk about it now.
I watched this movie for the first time yesterday, by the way.
Yeah. It feels like someone got the ADR lines and he read them out once to do like just to test the mic levels, and they went, got it, perfect. Like bro was
Yeah.
like, I'm sure he's great. I don't know who he is, or I haven't seen him in anything else, right? And I know I feel horrendous for this man because I've never seen him in anything. And maybe his first big thing, they have chopped him to fuck and made him look a right twat.
First and last.
Yeah, and that's the sad thing about it, man. It's fucking. It's always
No
the
one
people
comes
that
off
pay.
well in this. No one comes off well in this. And
No.
like, I know the whole thing is like Sydney Sweeney apparently like did this so she could get fucking whatever made, and she'll be fine because, you know.
Yeah,
But, come on, she'll be fine. But like,
you're talking about her incredible acting ability.
yeah, I'm talking about incredible acting. And nothing
I
else.
want to stress, I like Sydney Sweeney. I think she's very good.
I think she is genuinely good. Yeah. Have you seen that? She's great on SNL. Have you seen that Bowen's Straight sketch?
Refresh me.
So there's a sketch on SNL from when she did it. You know Bowen Yang, who's he's in Wicked, the Asian guy.
Yeah, I
who's
know
in
Bowen
Wicked.
Yang, the SNL guy. Yeah.
He's great. He's a very comedic actor, but there's a sketch where like the whole premise is like Bowen is secretly straight because he's obviously a gay man. He's like a very like out gay man and stuff. But the sketch is like he is secretly straight, and the whole gay thing is just like a cover story basically for his acting career. And Sydney Sweeney is really into him, and they have like a whole like sort of affair. It's very good. It's a very good sketch. Just look it up. It's good stuff.
Have you seen the other sketch he did that was really funny? It was Ariana Grande plays like the judgmental mother of him and his boyfriend.
Yes,
And
Ariana.
Ariana Grande keeps being like, oh, you look like a nice boy for a pussy little bitch.
Yeah. We'll come back to Ariana.
Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. Sizzle. Sizz
sizzle.
for the boys.
A little sizzle.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, man. Madam Web. We'll talk about Madam Web.
We will talk about Madam Web.
Because spoiler alert, it's almost certainly both of something that we're going to talk about later for us.
Maybe.
Bad movie. And I'll be honest, I feel a bit bad about it because I watched it knowing I needed a worst movie of the year to talk about.
I didn't do that, but it is a bad movie. Okay. There's no denying that.
Yeah.
All right. What's next?
Um,
Is best performance for anything released in 2024, Lawrence. That's what's next.
that is next.
Yeah.
Zendaya in Challengers.
Zendaya? In
Zendaya.
challenges?
In challenges, if you will.
Now, how did Tom Holland watch challenges? Was he
Sad.
just like crying the entire time?
I think
No, that's it. I don't like that joke. That's bad because we've done
actors.
acting. Yeah, exactly. They know what they're doing. All right. Come on.
Have you,
They're
also,
more
it's really
involved than
funny when
that.
you see them in interviews and stuff. Like they, the amount of people go like, "Was it the press junket questions that everyone is going to get for a movie like Challenges?"
Yeah.
They go
yeah.
like,
Or
"Who's the-"
wasn't there a whole thing about like fucking dumb, stupid cunt TikTok fucking influencers doing the junket for challenges, and they
Yeah.
were like, "What does your boyfriend think about you doing this
Yeah.
movie?"
It's look,
know?
I actually feel bad for Zendaya because she's got that relentlessly. She's got it with Dune and she got it with Challenges, her two big movies from this year.
Do you know what my worst fucking nightmare is?
What?
Walking anywhere down the street and some fucking cunt with a Rhodes lapel mic, okay,
yeah.
comes up to me and goes, "What's your body count? What's your biggest ick?" Fuck off, all right?
Yeah.
I will punch you in the fucking face, all right? Do you know what else I fucking hate when I'm at it, all right?
Go on.
Why is every fucking takeaway restaurant now trying to be big on TikTok, all right?
What's this?
But they're all doing TikTok lives and they're just like making food while doing TikTok lives. All right. Like, well, what are you ordering? Fuck off. Leave me alone. All right. I don't want to be on TikTok live. I just want to order my chips and go home. All right.
I've had one. It was before the days of TikTok. It was, well, I mean, probably not, but it was like, it was probably when it was Musically, way back when.
Music.ly.
Yeah, it may have even been like for like a YouTube thing, right? But I got, I was walking down my hometown streets. Cut. Great. Thanks for that. I love editing over Christmas. Thanks.
You don't live there anymore.
But I was walking down those streets, right? And,
streets
and a
that
guy
made me.
literally slides into frame. I'm not joking. In the most, like, the Spider-Man 3 slide.
Oh, yeah.
Pulls that move on me, right? And here's a bit of a background. I was in the middle of an argument with my now wife at the time.
Oh, no.
So she sees this coming,
Yeah.
darts out the way. Right?
Oh, yeah.
I get no warning. And I can't even remember what this guy said. I don't know if I stayed till the end of the sentence. He whips in and goes like, "Hey, what?" And I just went, "Oh, leave off, mate." So maybe I'm in a video somewhere for a channel I've never heard of.
Wow.
Yeah. Awful people. Anyway,
Awful people. Yeah.
Zendaya in Challenges.
Yeah, what's she doing? She's doing
She-
acting or something?
She's doing acting. It's the first time I think Zendaya has like really got to flex her acting chops outside of a role that is like about like a kid at school.
Wrong. Whatever that freaking Disney Channel show she was on in.
So a kid at school.
Yeah, I don't know. I never watched it.
Great input from you there. Thanks for that. I'm gonna give you a note, and it's that you don't always have to say something. You can say nothing sometimes.
You could fucking talk with that shit. All right.
Look, it's the first time that I've seen Zendaya really get to like play a role of like do you remember when Catherine was here and we spoke about Shiv in Succession?
Yeah, she loves Shiv.
She does, and I think she said something that stuck with me, and sometimes it's really nice to see like a really nice woman play an unlikable rich character that is like calculating and who has deep wants and desires, but maybe not necessarily a means to achieve them. And I think that's Zendaya in Challenges because she's like, she's doing so much, man. There's one moment, it's become a gif. She pulls a face I've never seen any human being pull, where she's just incredibly quizzical and she's got like a weird eyebrow.
Is it that like I think I've seen this quite a bit recently. Is it the like when they're in the alleyway or whatever
Yeah.
and she's like there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Insane face. Right.
Yeah,
But,
it's
like,
good face. Yeah.
It is very great face. Great reaction gif. But like, I don't know. It's for something. It feels like a bit of a shift for her with Dune 2 as well, right? And I'm excited to see the roles that are going to come her way now. That I think
Dune
people
2,
Zendaya.
Sizzle. Dune 2, Lil Sizzle.
Oh, little sis. No, nothing about Dune 2 in here.
No, I mean we'll be doing.
Oh,
that
we're
soon
doing. Yeah,
as
we're
well.
going to do that
But,
next year.
Yeah, we're doing that in like February or something.
I think so. Maybe March. I don't know.
Maybe. No, I
Yeah.
think it's February. Dune, not just Dune 2, by the way. Dune,
Dune 1 and 2.
Dune 1 and 2 together. Yeah.
We're doing Dune 2.
We're Dune.
Nice. But yeah, no, I'm excited to see the roles that come her way now that people can see her as more than Spider-Man's high school girlfriend and high schooler addicted to drugs. Like, I'm excited to see her not play a fucking high schooler for a change.
What if? I
Season
don't know
3.
where I'm going with that. Do you not think it's weird when people are like I see like rumors or casting for whatever for Spider-Man 4, now it's Spider-Man 4, and Zendaya's in it, and they're like, why is Zendaya in Spider-Man 4? She should not be in Spider-Man 4. I'm like, why wouldn't she be in Spider-Man?
She's going to be in Spider-Man 4, dude.
Of course she's going to be in Spider-Man. She's going to get her memories back. Calm the fuck down and get over it. All right?
I would like her to maybe not get her memories back in the first
She'll
20
get
minutes.
her fucking memories back, all right? Whether or not she gets them back in the first 10 minutes, that's another story to be said, all right?
Yeah,
Hopefully
yeah.
she doesn't. But hopefully there's fucking stakes and consequences to it. But, like, yeah, like, she's going to be in the movie.
Yeah. Of course, come on.
Yeah,
Get real, guys.
exactly.
Nathan, who's your best performance this year?
Ariana Grande
Ooh, do tell.
for the movie. I was going to do a joke, but I couldn't think of another movie she's been in. For Wicked. All right. And I say this, I don't know why I'm always so surprised by Ariana's performance. I'm like, anytime I watch Ariana like act and stuff, I'm like, oh, she's actually good. And she's actually really fucking funny.
Yeah,
like
she's really good, yeah.
hilariously funny. And I don't know why I'm always so surprised and taken aback by that, considering that's literally how she got her start in the industry. Like she broke out being like the comedic role on that Nickelodeon show, Victorious, and she was good on that.
She does that sort of sound that everyone likes where she opens the door or something, she goes, ah, something. She has a little scream that everyone enjoys.
I don't know what that is, but yeah, maybe.
It's a fun little scream.
I think I'm too old for that, but yeah, sure. All right.
Oh,
sure.
wow. I've been checked at the door.
I'll take your word on that.
He's 1 year wiser, everyone.
Yeah. But she's really good in Wicked and like genuinely fucking hilarious. Like I know she's a good singer and a good performer and all of that like comes very natural to her. But I don't know. And again, maybe I shouldn't be surprised because it kind of is like she's been doing it for a while. And I feel like as well, every episode on SNL, she always has like good moments and good sketches.
She's such a good guest host on SNL, yeah.
100%. She's always really good on SNL.
When she does that Jennifer Lawrence impression, where it's
great.
The Pringles thing, I've been dying at that since she did it. It's so good.
I'm just a normal person and I like Pringles or whatever. She's really good. And she does great impressions as well, just because she has like such amazing control over her vocals and stuff, and she like can do that, which is fucking insane. But
do you like her tunes?
Yeah. What?
Do you like her tunes?
She's not for me, really.
No.
She's not my thing.
The switch up in vibe Nathan just exhibited on his face. It's not for me.
It's not though. She's not necessarily my type of. I don't mind her. I think she's got some like good songs and stuff.
Yeah.
But like there's the occasional banger which I'll enjoy. But overall, she's not necessarily the kind of like mainstay music I enjoy. Really,
That's fair.
You know?
I don't think you're necessarily wrong to be surprised though, because she's never really in stuff like this. She hasn't been a main actor in a very long time, I don't think.
Well, that's true. This is like the first thing she's done where she's like lead-in role in a movie.
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
So,
apart from, I'm sure Sam and Cat had a movie at some point on the
I
Disney
don't
Channel.
think that wasn't fucking theatrically released. So, I think it was probably produced by a pedophile. So,
Yeah, that's, oh God. She did well to come out kind of unscathed in all of that drama and shit, didn't she?
Yeah, she did.
I hope that everything was okay for her.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's really good in Wicked. She's very funny.
Very good in Wicked. She's like genuinely so fucking funny. Like that moment where like they're on the train platform and like fucking Elphaba's like, oh, come with me, and she's like, oh no, I couldn't possibly. This is your moment. I'm coming.
Yeah.
Like she's good, man. She's so good.
I like the what's the one she does? It's just again, she's really good at little noises. She's very funny with like her breaths and stuff. Like there was someone ran past her in some wicked choreography at one point, and you can hear her through her mic go, ah. And it's just she's got a naturally funny demeanor to her.
She really does. Yeah. One of the funniest things I've seen this year, and I weirdly say, speaking of which, I weirdly say it's my favorite Ariana Grande song, is that SNL sketch, My Best Friend's House.
Oh, yes. You showed me that. That's a really good sketch. I did show you that.
It's a good sketch. It's a really good sketch. I won't spoil it, but if you haven't seen it, just YouTube it, My Best Friend's House SNL. Yeah. It's just really good. It kills me every time. There's a moment in that, and I don't even know what it is about it, but it's just the way Ariana Grande goes, "Hey, would you take my shaker?" And it just makes me laugh profusely every time.
It's one of them where you do become jealous at like how people can have it all. You're funny, you're attractive, you're an incredible vocalist, you're a great actor.
She's talented, man. She is talented. I cannot deny her talent. That's all.
Oh, I like her. Have you seen the thing she did? You know those they're obviously fucking bullshit, but you know the YouTube lie detector interviews by Variety and all of this stuff?
They're 100% bullshit.
Of course they are, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think of this co-star? I cannot tell you that.
Yeah.
For the purposes of me being here, which is promoting the movie with them in it.
Yeah.
No, but there was a fun one where it's like, have you had any work done? And she said no, or she said like, yes, but I haven't had this done. And it showed up as true. And she just points at the camera and she goes, take that, YouTube people. Or something.
Yeah.
I lost his focus, everyone. He's now doing something else.
Sorry. I just opened Twitter and I
You opened Twitter?
No. But I got a like and a reply to a tweet of mine from 2021.
Fucking hell, someone's deep down the rabbit hole.
I know. That's fucking insane. It's not even a tagged tweet in any way.
What's the tweet?
What is it? The worst thing about pretty much everyone watching a show like Squid Game is that pretty soon the fucking brands are going to start using it in their look at us, we're cool and hip and buy stuff memes. Burger King, our faces when we try the new Whopper, and then it's a gift from Squid Game. And then someone replied to that. Haha, this aged like fine wine because in France, Burger King just launched a collab with Squid Game and it's 100% this type of advertising.
Cool.
What do you know?
Thanks, man.
Who is this? They don't even follow me. Like, what the fuck are they
They're probably
doing?
just down a rabbit hole searching Squid Game.
I mean, maybe.
But that rabbit hole would be extremely deep.
Squid Game Season 2 is coming up.
Fucking hell.
You haven't watched Squid Game, have you?
No.
You should, man. It's fucking good.
To be fair, I'm seeing stuff for Season 2 and I'm thinking that looks pretty fucking sick.
You should watch Squid Game. It's like really fucking good, man.
Yeah, I've heard amazing things about it.
Yeah, watch it. Watch the fucking subbed version. Don't watch the dub. Watch the subbed version.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I would do for like stuff like that. It's just when we did Attack on Titan, I'm like,
animation is fine to watch dubbed. Okay, I will always say that. But for live action shit, you need to watch it subbed. It's different between animation and live action. I feel like because it's not exact with the mouth movements and shit.
It's more distracting than it is anything else. Yeah,
100%. Yeah.
Wicked. All right. Best franchise with a movie or show released in 2024.
Literally Wicked.
Yes.
I'm not saying Wicked. I'm just doing the thing. Yeah, you know.
I've gone for Alien Romulus.
Wait. You've skipped one.
No, I haven't.
Have you not?
No.
You have on mine.
What's on yours?
Mine, after that, mine goes best/worst episode of it. Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I forgot we deleted that. Okay.
Nathan's not on the ball. Me, on the other, I'm hot on it.
I'm drunk.
I've assessed my notes prior to this recording. Thank you very much.
All right, fair enough.
All right, it's best franchise with a movie or show released in 2024. I have opted for the Alien franchise.
Ooh, bros watched Alien Romulus and did a cum, everyone.
Look, I'll be honest. It's a good movie. I had a lot of fun with it. I haven't seen it. I know you haven't. It was on your list to watch, but you didn't have time.
I didn't go to it, all right? Look, I had like 5 movies I needed to watch yesterday, okay? And spoiler alert, I watched 2 of them and I fell asleep halfway through one, okay? So I didn't do well, all right?
Are you interested in this?
I am. No, to be honest, I do want to watch it because I've heard good things about Isabel Mercer.
Yeah, Dina in The Last of Us.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, she's Dina in The Last of Us, and
She will
obviously
be.
I'm obviously quite excited about that. So I'm looking to see how that performance goes, and I think she's in the Scream movies as well, possibly.
I don't know about that. Maybe.
All right, maybe I'm getting that wrong, but anyway, I'm looking forward because I've heard like she's good in it. So I do want to watch it. Yeah, I just haven't.
I'll tell you what I liked about Alien Romulus. It got the Star Wars Force Awakens treatment this year,
Okay,
which is that they went, here's some stuff that you've already seen. We get
how
it.
good's the Force Awakens though?
Yeah, Force Awakens is great.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite ones. It's so fucking good. But I like that they went, here is stuff you know. Here is stuff
Yes.
that you're familiar with.
Aliens,
Aliens.
Romulus.
Romulus is new, but yes.
Okay. I have been spoiled on some of the stuff that you might be familiar with.
Okay.
Yeah,
A bloke?
yeah.
Ah, it's a shame.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a big shame.
Yeah.
Dead Hobbit.
The Hobbit. The Hobbit.
Yeah. Ian
Yeah.
Holm. R.I.P. a
Ian
legend
Holm.
of the game.
Well, let's not spoil it for people.
All right. Ian Holm's not in it.
Great. We did it, everyone.
Look, it's a movie that got the Force Awakens treatment in that they went, here's some stuff you know, we've dressed it up and given it a modern paint job, and it looks it's never looked better, right? It's so fucking well shot. This
Yeah.
movie is genuinely gorgeous.
Who directed it?
Fede Alvarez.
Who's that? What have they done?
I don't know what he's done, but I know he's not a usual get for this. I think he was a bit of a smaller time guy before, but I could be
Who directed the last one? Alien Covenant?
They're both Ridley Scott, I think.
Oh, yes, that is Ridley Scott. Yeah, he did Prometheus and then he did Covenant. Yeah.
So this guy did Don't Breathe. Have you heard of that one?
Oh, I have heard of Don't Breathe. Yeah, the Stephen Stanton movie.
Yeah, he did the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake in 2022.
Haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either. And the Evil Dead remake as well in 2013.
I haven't seen it. So
Those.
horror, then, basically.
Yeah,
A lot
I mean,
of
he's
horror
the
stuff.
guy, basically, for horror, it seems. But no, Alien Romulus is one of them movies where it's so fucking gorgeous to look at. And also, it's really, like, it's performed very, very well. I think Kaylee Spaney does a really good job as a Ripley stand-in. And also, there's another guy in it. I think it's Andy Johnson or Johnston.
Oh, Big Andy Johnson. I know him.
Yeah, what's he in?
No idea. Never
Oh, you
heard of
don't
him.
know him? Okay. He's good. I like him. He's he's they do some really new and interesting stuff, but they never stray too far from the familiar.
Okay.
Which does, I'll be honest, obviously it limits it, but also it gives the franchise, like The Force Awakens did, it just gives it a kick up the arse to say, here it is, this is Alien for the modern day.
Yeah.
Let us know if you're vibing with it. You know, like Prey did a couple of years ago.
Prey's a good movie. I liked Prey.
Yeah,
With what's her name? I can't remember her name, but she's good.
She is good. But yeah, it kind of was the Prey treatment. It kind of was like a great director brought this thing back and went,
Yeah.
here it is. It's a bit shiny and new, but there's some stuff that you remember. And
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see what they do. And I say it's my best franchise as well because Alien, although there are some fucking enormous nerds about it, Alien fandom is pretty much you get in, you watch the movie, you get out. I don't see much nonsense discourse about Alien.
I don't think it, as a franchise, is big enough to have that sort of discourse.
And that's
really.
wonderful. That's really nice, I think.
Yeah.
What about you? Best franchise for you?
So again, it's a little bit of a cop out because, again, I've not watched much this year.
Nathan's been fucking busy, all right, everyone.
All right. I've not watched much this year.
It's his birthday today.
It is my birthday. All right. It's still my birthday for 39 more minutes. Okay. I'm on my possibly 5th whiskey for anyone.
Fucking hell.
So, yeah.
Wait, I think I'm also around about that, but you've had far more drinks prior to your whiskey's beginning.
Yeah. What was I saying?
Best franchise, bit of a cop out.
Best franchise, bit of a cop out. Basically, I'm going with Star Wars.
Okay.
Because Star Wars released both The Acolyte, which I really enjoyed, and they are currently releasing Skellington Crew,
Yes.
which I am also enjoying. Although that being said, I've not watched the latest episode yet.
That's crazy for you.
That is crazy. Just because I've genuinely have not had the time.
You've been gearing up for this, yeah.
I've been very busy. Okay, but yes, and that's all they have released in terms of viewable content. There was a game, but in terms of viewable stuff, that's all they released.
Yeah.
But good, man. Acolyte was fucking amazing. I really enjoyed the Acolyte, and if what has been said is to be true, believed to be true, that it's been cancelled and shit, huge fucking shame. Genuine huge fucking shame, because people, the one thing you find people say about Star Wars, the biggest criticism is when will they do something new? When will they move away from the Skywalker saga? When will they give us a time period we haven't seen, with new characters that we haven't seen, a new storyline to explore? This is exactly what the Acolyte was, okay? A whole bunch of new characters, a new storyline, a new time period. Only a few little smidgens relating to characters and stuff you've seen before.
Which is also, I haven't seen the show, but just to cut in there, we've spoken about this before, right? Whereas it's still set within the world of Star Wars. Pointing at the screen and being like, oh, I'm so sick of seeing the Jedi. I'm like, well, you look at what you're watching, you fucking moron.
You're watching Star Wars, okay?
Yeah, there's going to be some connections to stuff you saw in titular Star Wars.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on. I just wanted to cut in with that, because that criticism does really fucking wind me up a little bit.
Yes, there's the Jedi, but there's not Anakin, there's not Obi-Wan, there's not Luke, there's not Darth Vader, it's not the Empire. It's years and years, hundreds of years before any of that even happened.
Yeah.
Speaking of Squid Game, the main guy from Squid Game is starred in this and played genuinely now has become one of my favorite characters in Star Wars. Okay?
Oh, wow.
I
Okay.
loved this character so much. His performance was so fucking incredible and so moving. He learned English to play this role.
I
as
heard
well.
about this. Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
It's so crazy, and he is so good. And the way they mixed, both kung fu and martial arts into the lightsaber fights and sequences, it's so well done and such a good show. And it's just a shame that kind of this whole idiotic fuckhead incel reaction and backlash has caused Lucasfilm and Star Wars to shit the bed and go maybe we shouldn't do this anymore. Maybe we should stick to fucking CGI Luke Skywalker showing up in a thing, because fuck that, man. Because genuinely an amazing show, and it really would be a shame if you watched The Good Place, didn't you?
Yeah, I watched The Good Place, yeah.
Jason from The Good Place.
Manny something.
Manny Jacinto. Manny
That's it.
Jacinto.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in it, and he plays the. He's in it. Okay.
Yeah, I've
is
seen.
what I'll say.
I know that I don't know who he is, but I know he's a certain type of character.
Yes. Also, Wolverine girl.
Daphne Keane.
Daphne Keane.
Yeah,
yes, is in it as well. She's great.
I've seen that video of Manny, behind the scenes one of him doing this absolutely insane stunt choreography and lightsaber choreography. And I'll tell you what, it is very rare someone comes along that can rival Hayden's ability in lightsaber combat. But I would love to see them two have a fucking scrap.
There's one episode in particular where the lightsaber, the whole episode is pretty much a lightsaber fight, and the fights in that episode, genuinely some of the best lightsaber fights in Star Wars, in all of Star Wars, fucking incredible. And Manny Jacinto as well, a fucking excellent performer. The moment he goes toe to toe with Daphne Keane and those two together, fucking hell, it's seriously really good stuff. Really good stuff.
I might actually have to give it a go, because I missed a lot of TV this year, and I was kind of in preparing for this. I was a little bit like, oh yeah, I've kind of not seen anything, and I think because we didn't do it on the show, I just missed it.
I think you should. I think you'd enjoy it. Fucking Trinity is in it. What's she called?
Oh fuck, Carrie something, isn't it?
Carrie Moss.
Carrie Ann Moss.
Carrie Ann Moss. Yes, Carrie Ann Moss is in it.
Yes.
There's fucking the guy who plays Chewbacca I forgot his name, but he plays another Wookiee
Yuntus.
in it. Yuntus Sutamo.
That's
Yuntus
it.
Sutamo. He plays a Wookiee Jedi, which is fucking sick. He's got a shaved head, a Wookiee with a shaved head. There
Wow.
you go. That's sick.
That just looked like a fucking Sontaran.
The little boy from Game of Thrones, he's in it.
Don't tell me.
Tommen.
Oh, it was in that 1917 war movie as well.
Maybe I haven't seen it.
Is he an English boy?
Yeah, they're all English, boy. They're all
okay.
Star Wars, you know. They're all like,
Oh yeah, that's true.
Master Skywalker. There's too many of them. What are we going to do? Fuck off, you little cunt. I'll kill you.
Out of the way, I'll boot you.
Yeah.
Kick him out. Throw his corpse out the fucking window.
I saw a hologram recording of Anakin killing younglings.
One of the greatest working actors today, given one of the most stilted performances.
Leave him alone, all right? He's had a hard time on this.
No, he did good. It's not his fault.
Yeah.
I don't know if I am. Where's the lighting? Maybe we can get some more CGI in the background.
Have you seen that story he tells on Graham Norton of like George being like, you're riding a thing, and he's like, what thing? And he's like, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice, man. All right, cool. Yeah, I might actually have to give that a go because that was. I'm not in the same camp as the people that are like, oh, give us something different, right? Because I don't care about that stuff. But I have found we spoke about this again last year. I found Mando 3 lacking in what I wanted it to be. And I think it burnt me a little bit. And then I watched Ahsoka, and I, for the most part, really liked Ahsoka. And I watched Rebels, and I like Rebels. So, like, I think when Star Wars does something a bit different, like all that kind of witchier stuff that was going on in Ahsoka, I like that kind of stuff, and I want to see a bit more of that stuff.
Get in Jadis. Jedi Knight.
There's one for you leggers.
One for the leglings.
That's it, leglings. All right, moving on to the worst video game that you played this year.
Womp womp.
Mine,
I don't have one.
yeah, I'll be honest, I don't have one. I wrote something down. I don't even agree with it.
Look, I have played exactly one video game that came out in 2024.
Yeah.
Okay. Mostly I just played Red Dead this year quite a lot. I think I played 3 different video games this year.
Yeah.
One of them will be the best one I'll talk about.
Okay.
One of them is Red Dead Redemption 2, and one of them is Ghost of Tsushima. Okay. I guess other than like Fortnite and shit, but those are really the only games I played this year.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I literally, for my worst one, and I want to preface this by saying I don't agree with this, and this is just me reading something.
By the way, I've played both Red Dead Redemption 2 and Ghost of Tsushima before in previous years. They are not new games to me.
Yeah.
I've replayed them this year.
Yeah. For my worst, I put down Outlaws, but I didn't give it a fair chance, so I really don't feel good doing that.
Oh yeah, you bought Outlaws, didn't
Yeah,
you? But
yeah.
you just never did it.
I played, to be fair, I played not a lot of it, but
Yeah.
I can't remember what was going on, but I got busy.
Spoiler alert, that's my best. Because that is the one that I actually did play this year.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it quite a bit.
Yeah.
I thought it was good fun.
I don't think there was anything I wasn't expecting in it. Like we spoke to James a little bit last week about it at the end, but it's like it's Ubisoft, isn't it? It's hide in event. It's slide around some bad guys, go loud, do some shooting, whatever.
Yeah.
I would say the only thing I didn't necessarily enjoy about it, I found it a bit repetitive. But again, I really didn't give it a fair enough shot to cast that over the entire game, you know?
Yeah, I can see how it can necessarily be a little bit repetitive in places, but I think it's got a lot of scope to it, that game. I think it is quite a big game, and there is a lot you can do, and like it doesn't necessarily. Well, it does hold your hand in some places, but it's kind of like you can play it how you want to play it, really. Like you can, even in terms of the story, like you can do most of the story in pretty much whatever order you want to, really. Like it doesn't have a set sort of structure to it.
I liked a lot of systems they introduced. I love the loyalty situation. I thought that was
loyalty
really cool.
system is really cool. Yeah, it's really interesting. Really interesting. I was loyal to Crimson Dawn for a lot of it, to my girl Kira. Shout out Game of Thrones. I'm fucking horrible to remember people's name. What's her name? What's her name?
Who? Which one in Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones and Solo. A Star Wars story.
Amelia Clarke.
Crimson Dawn. Amelia Clarke, yes.
That's
yes.
it.
Amelia
Yeah,
Clarke, yes. She's great. She shows up. She's like, I'm Amelia Clarke. I was in Game of Thrones.
I'm sure she does say that, yeah. Yeah, look, I'm not.
It's not Amelia Clarke who plays her in the game, but
No, I would imagine not, yeah.
yeah.
I don't feel good about it being in the worst. It's there because I needed an answer, and I've put it down. The rest of them, I've in bold and in red, I've put Outlaws, and then it's got like 4 question marks after it, because I'm like, this isn't cool.
Well, I'm interested to hear what's your best then. I swear to God, all right. If it's Fortnite, I'm not letting you have this, okay?
all right. What I will say is last year, you found 8 categories to fit in After Sun that didn't suit it, and I let them all slide.
We discussed After Sun last year,
Yeah.
so I don't know what you're talking about.
No, but as in, you found a way to make it be like, you were using loopholes to bring it up in categories that it wasn't allowed in.
Fortnite came out in 2018, Lawrence.
I'm aware of that, but it's a live service game that gets updated like every other month.
Doesn't matter.
Look, I haven't got anything else. It's there, right?
yeah.
No, I will say, because I changed my relationship with Fortnite this year, right?
You've always liked Fortnite. You haven't always liked Fortnite. That's not true.
No, yeah.
But you've liked Fortnite for a while.
As long as since I started playing it, I've enjoyed it. Before I was just like,
you
"Oh,
did have
Fortnite."
that, and which to be fair, we both did. We
Yes.
have that chip on our shoulders about it, like, oh, Fortnite's for stupid kids. I'm not
12-year-olds
playing
that are too good at games or something.
it.
Shit,
Yeah. And then we did play it. We're like, oh, this is actually pretty fun.
It's fun. The thing I like about it is I find it very hard to keep myself on track in the workday, right? I do find it, I get distracted so fucking easily.
Blood's playing Fortnite during
No, but I will do. Sometimes I find it really hard to focus, so I need like a 20-minute break, right? And I just go downstairs, I play a game of Fortnite, and if I win, great. And if I die, like early in the game, I give myself another go, and if I die again, I'm like, right, back to work. And it's just a good break for the brain, I think.
I will say, you do play Fortnite a lot more than me.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you play it quite a bit. Like we played it for context, everyone. Just to put that in perspective, we played it a little bit today, okay? And a new season started a few weeks ago. Was
Yeah.
it a couple of weeks ago.
I would say that, yeah.
And when the new season starts, for anyone who doesn't know, your level resets.
Yeah.
Okay. You go back to 0. Okay. So when we started today, I was level 2. And you were level, I believe, 36.
It was around that number, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, you play it quite a bit more than me. Okay.
Quite a bit more, which is not an achievement. I think you play it maybe once every month. Get off your phone.
No, sorry.
No, I definitely do play it more than you, but I play it as like a nice. It's a good way to. You know this. I get up early.
Yeah.
Right? I get up early. I start my day early.
You get up ridiculously early.
Yeah.
Like, and insane. And I always make fun of you at going to bed at like 9 o'clock or whatever. But like, it makes sense considering how early you get up, which is fucking stupid, really.
It is a little bit stupid, but it's one of them things where I get up early. I like to do all my chores early, right? I like to get up. I like to walk the dog. I like to put the washing on. I like to do all of that shit before like. If I haven't achieved all of that by like 8 a.m., I'm having a bad morning.
I'm not up by 8 a.m. Under no metric am I up by 8 a.m. Okay. I am still very much fast asleep at that point. You called me today at like, I think 9:15.
I thought it was a safe
think it
bet. I
was.
thought that's 9 a.m.'s the typical workday start.
Yeah, I know, but I've started at 9:30 this week. All right, not to dox myself, but I started at 9:30 this week. So when you called me at 9:15, I was like, absolutely fucking not. I still have 10 more minutes worth of sleep time.
Is that something that you do? I can't do that. I can't get up straight out of sleep and then
listen,
immediately go to work.
If I start work at 9 o'clock, for example,
Yeah.
9:55 is like the latest I will get up. Yeah.
That's insane. When are you
Yeah.
showering and having breakfast?
Oh, I'm not showering before work.
No?
Like, I work from home, everyone, so it's fine.
B.O. Nathan in the office,
And
they call
also,
him.
I just don't have breakfast. Breakfast is not a thing I ever have
That's
at all.
nuts.
No, I never have breakfast. I have lunch and dinner. Sometimes I don't even have lunch. Sometimes I just have like one big meal for the day. Really,
I cannot fathom that.
Yeah. That's just how I do it.
It's just the way Nathan does.
Yeah, but like, yeah, there's no breakfast. I wake up at like fucking 5 minutes before whatever I need to do. Then I go do it. I wake up, I start work or whatever. Then it's usually during like my morning break or lunchtime is that I will take a shower. Okay. And get ready and stuff. And then yeah, that's how we do it, really.
Each to their own.
And to be honest, sometimes I just don't take a shower.
Oh, we've all had them days.
Yeah, we've all had them days.
Look, you're working from home. It's very easy for that to happen.
It's fine to not take a shower sometimes when you're working from home.
Pro hint, they can't smell you over Teams.
It's true, they can't.
Yeah. No. All right, fair enough. What was the... Have we done best?
Yeah, mine was Outlaws. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, mine was... Yeah. Oh, yeah, we were talking about Fortnite, weren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was Fortnite. Look, it's only because I understand it's a cheat. I understand it's a cheat answer, but it's just one of them where it's to be honest, it's the game I've most frequently played this year, and I do just enjoy it every time. Right, next one. Biggest argument on AHP episode released in 2024. So the biggest row we've had on this show on an episode we did this year.
Go on.
So I wrote down, I've got a few options. Creed or Challengers, brackets, the entire episode probably.
Did we argue on Challenges?
I don't know if we did. I think because I kept telling you it was about edging and you got annoyed with me.
Oh, I did get annoyed at that. You was weirdly horny that episode.
But the actual answer is an actual, and I'll give some context for this because this will be a bit funny, an actual argument that we actually had to cut out of the show.
Oh, really?
There was about a 15-minute segment back in February from our what was that movie called? The Gareth Edwards did it, and it's like robots, AI versus men or whatever.
Oh, John David Washington.
Yeah, the creator.
The creator, yes.
Yeah. So it was during that episode.
Yeah.
And I, for the life of me, can't work out how we got into this topic. But it was about the casting of Marvel actors in other things.
All right.
We got into a row because I said something which, looking back on it, pretty stupid.
What did you say?
I said something to the effect of like, it's frustrating when there's so many good actors out there.
Yeah.
And Marvel's... I remember what it was now. Marvel snatches up a lot of upcoming talent.
Oh, is this when you said your stupid thing about... Because I do remember this, I think. When you said something stupid like how you don't like it when actors do a Marvel movie. Because to you, that's wasted or some shit. Like,
look.
And to you, there was no concept of them, like, once they're doing a Marvel movie, that's it. They can never do a good movie ever again or some shit. Because I remember us arguing about it in that, which is still a stupid fucking take, by the way.
Look, I'll be honest, it was a stupid take. It was less black and white than you're making it seem, right?
I don't know if it was.
No, there was some nuance to it. But it wasn't my finest hour, and it actually got cut because it's one of the... If you think we actually argue on the show, it's one of the rare instances where we've both the next day gone, yeah, no, that can't stay in. We'd both look really bad. Like, I had a bad take, and you didn't like the take, and we both got progressive... You could hear... I listened back to it in the edit, right? You can hear the exact moment it becomes, this shouldn't be broadcast. And it's just funny. I sent you a screenshot of it the next day, and it was a worryingly large amount of the timeline of the episode, and I went, believe it or not, all of this is gone.
Wow. Well, there we go.
But yeah. So anyway, that was mine. What about yours?
Never to see the light of day again.
No.
I don't know. Because I'll be honest, I haven't listened back to any episodes this year.
Yeah.
And I can't really remember any of them. So you've just put probably Oppenheimer.
No, I think we had a good conversation about Oppenheimer because I listened back to it. Yeah, I think we did because you came at it from a different perspective of like, it wasn't just like, it's shit and I didn't like it. It was like you actually discovered that you're just not a fan of Nolan's directing style.
No, he's not good.
I don't know if you can say he's not good. Fine. I think you can not like it, but I think to call him not good is crazy.
No, I think he's shit and I don't like it.
But no, we had quite a good conversation about Oppenheimer, but there was definitely a few moments. I think when you couldn't fathom that I had Dunkirk as my favorite Nolan movie.
Because it's a bad movie.
It's a great movie.
Right.
Man. It's a great
bad
movie.
and boring movie for boring idiots. All right.
For boring idiots.
It's a bad and boring movie with no women in it as well.
Yeah, it's fair. Do you remember that moment? It's like an Oscar clip that went really viral a good couple of years ago. And it's when...
How many?
I think it was like 2016 or something.
8.
But Natalie Portman, when she said, and the all-male nominees are...
Oh, Golden Globes.
Was it Golden Globes?
Yes, it was Golden Globes, Best Director 2018, I believe.
There we go.
Because it was The Shape of Water, I believe.
Oh, was it the one? Oh, poor Guillermo
Yes.
del Toro, man. Just the
Yeah,
sweetest man ever.
exactly, because I remember Guillermo del Toro's face after she said that. He gave like a little eyebrow roll after she said that.
Oh, did
Yeah.
he?
Yeah.
Maybe not
yeah.
sweet Guillermo del Toro.
Exactly, yeah.
And he made that movie about fish.
I mean, she was right to say that, though, as well.
I don't disagree. I think it was great. I like to imagine when you stand up and say, "There's no women in Dunkirk." You know, when everyone rose to applause. That's what you picture in your head when you stand up and fight the good fight against Dunkirk.
There isn't, though. And you're like, yeah, that's fine. There
Yeah.
shouldn't be.
Look, you're not wrong. You aren't wrong. There are pretty much 0 women in Dunkirk.
There's no women in Dunkirk.
Look,
There's
it's
like
never
a
been
nurse who
Nolan's
has no
strong
lines or whatever.
It's never been Nolan's strong suit, all right? The man cannot write women. And we've said this as well. I
And
think we
that's
said this-
something we should praise.
No, we said this on our Interstellar episode. We were like, it wouldn't hurt him to just get someone in, get a second female
Yeah.
pair of eyes that isn't his wife on his movies.
Because he probably hates his wife.
No, he loves his wife. He does love his wife big time. She's his producing partner. She works on all of his
know.
movies with him.
Everything I've seen from his career tells me that he hates women. So you can't watch fucking Inception and tell me that guy loves his wife. All right. You can't watch that movie and tell me he loves his wife.
Oh, my bitch wife keeps dying.
All right.
My bitch wife keeps appearing in my dreams.
God, my wife is such a fucking bitch, man.
All right, next category is the biggest agreement on another Happy Pod episode in 2024.
Ba, 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 ba. Yeah.
I can't think of necessarily a specific pinpointed time, but I know 2 subjects that we were so on the same page for, and it was a great time recording.
Lawrence, to quote a song which I kind of like, hit me with your best shot.
Okay, I will. It was Attack on Titan.
Yes.
We were both obviously on the same page for all of that, and I had a great
Yes.
time.
Yes.
But the other one, probably not more so than Attack on Titan, but just because it's one singular episode, Dial of Destiny. You have no idea how relieved I was to hear you say that you liked Dial of Destiny, because that movie's been dragged through the mud, and it was the finale to Indiana Jones, and I was so hoping you would like it, and you did.
Interesting. Well, let's talk about Dial of Destiny first of all.
Okay.
Yeah. I did enjoy that movie. That's
It's
a
a
good
great
movie.
fucking movie.
I like Indiana Jones. I like that big man. There was a big man.
There's always a big man.
There was no, but he was a big man.
He was a big man.
He was like but was he a CGI man?
He potentially.
He might have been a CGI
He
man.
was the
in which
size of a
case
fucking
cheating.
house.
He was a big boy, but he also drowned at the hands of Not Sure Round.
True. Yeah. So how big
Yes,
could he have been?
Yeah, exactly. Phoebe Waller-Bridge, good
Yeah.
stuff. Recently, I found out I got Phoebe. Wait, what was it?
What?
What was the thing I got mixed up? No, there was Phoebe Waller-Bridge, and who's the other one I got mixed up?
I don't know.
Was there a singer or something?
Phoebe Bridges?
Phoebe Bridges, is she a singer?
She's a singer, I think, yeah.
Yeah, I think I thought they were the same person or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I recently found out they weren't.
Was that embarrassing for you?
Probably, I don't really care, to be honest. But yeah, no, I liked that movie. I like Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I'm glad that you liked it because it was one of them when it came out. You hadn't seen it when it came out, so when you watched it, I spent the entirety of Indiana Jones going, everyone I know either loves this movie or thinks it's dog shit.
Yeah.
And I was so fucking scared that you were going to be in the dog shit camp.
Do you know what is dog shit?
Are you going to say Temple of Doom?
Temple of Doom.
Temple
what
of
a
Doom.
fucking awful movie, man. God, that is such dog shit.
It's very racist, isn't it?
Oh, it's so racist and it's so bad. That is genuinely a fucking horrible movie.
Yeah.
Wow. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Great movie.
Also a bit racist.
Yeah. Also a bit not as racist.
But in a cool way.
It's cool racism, all right?
No.
Yeah, they have a Welshman playing an Egyptian character, but it's fun.
Why not?
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They also have a Welshman playing an Egyptian character in a movie that came out in 2023.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
So whatever, you know.
Did you like in Raiders of the Lost Ark when it was like, look at this dirty, uncivilized place and it's Cairo?
Yeah. Yeah. Dirty, uncivilized Cairo. They got a monkey in a basket. What kind of world is it?
Look at all these children playing with rocks and guns.
This is
uncivilized.
Anyway, where are these Nazis to add some civility to this place?
Yeah, thank God the Nazis are here, said everyone.
Chat Cleopatra.
No.
That chat.
What is our biggest agreement on AHP according to you?
Mine is that Attack on Titan fucking slaps.
Yeah, boy. Yeah.
Yeah, good show, man. Good
Very,
fucking
very,
show.
very good show. I really enjoyed Attack on Titan.
I was really fucking glad you liked that show, man, because honestly, I'm not sure my mental health could have handled you not liking it.
That's how scared I was going into Succession with you as well. I was like, please. I think I said it on multiple episodes. If you didn't like the first one, we would just scrap it and record something else.
I feel like you liked Attack on Titan more than I liked Succession.
Yeah, that's probably fair. Yeah.
Yeah. Because Succession's fine. I didn't like the ending of Succession.
No, I know.
I didn't like season 4. Season 4 was a down point for me.
Which I still don't get, because you were like, I want them to all be happy. And I'm like, what show have you been watching for 4 seasons?
I like you when things are nice. All right.
Oh, like Attack on Titan.
Well, no, that's
Just a cheerful genocide at the end of the fucking show.
And look, it does end up being about Holocaust and fucking genocide.
Yeah.
But look, it's a good show, though.
Succession's a good show.
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, I'll tell you what. While we're talking about that, we may as well talk about the best series released on AHP this year.
We can do after a break.
Another weave, aren't they? I'm going to go for one myself, actually.
Or the boys are going to treat themselves for a piss while you treat yourself to some lovely ad breaks, maybe. I don't know if we do another one, but there we go.
There you go.
Lawrence, we're back from the ads, and I'll tell you what, I am on drink number whiskey. I want to say number 6, but I might be wrong.
I thought you were just going to say drink number whiskey.
No. Whiskey number, I think it's 6, but I might be wrong.
You know Parks and Rec when Adam Scott's just deadpanning the camera and goes, Baba Booey.
Baba Booey. Good episode. Snake Juice.
Great episode, Snake Juice.
Another one of them. Oh, me. I like that when Ron's dancing. You know, yeah. Or when Andy does turn this music down. He does the.
I like it when they give Ron his whiskey in like a gas or something, and he's like, oh.
No, it's in like a lotion that they apply to his hands. What a great show. I rewatched it all recently.
Yeah.
Fucking amazing show.
Such a fucking great show, yeah.
One of the best there ever was.
Oh, speaking of the best there ever was, Nathan, we released series. We did an entire year of series of stuff.
We did, and it was a lot. What series did we do, Lawrence?
We did the Star Wars originals, which some would have forgotten. They were the first episodes we did this year.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah. Jurassic March, where we covered the first 3 Jurassic Park movies.
Yes, that is true. And I will say, in January of this year, we are doing the prequel trilogy of Star Wars. And in March of this year, we are continuing Jurassic March next year, I guess, and doing the Jurassic World series.
It's going to be less series, we promise.
We're going to try to do less series this year. Yes.
Yeah. It was a fun experiment. Yeah. I'll be honest, the show suffered.
I don't know if it's suffered. I think we're bigger than ever.
This show?
Yeah, mostly based on the recent numbers from James.
Yes. So they've got to sustain us for 2 years now.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
We
Well, you said he'll come back for episode 137. I
oh,
remember
that's
it
right. Yeah,
specifically.
we'll hold him to it.
Yeah.
We did Indiana Jones.
We did do Indiana Jones, as
did-
just discussed.
We did indeed discuss it. We did Suck You Lie, Succession, You Lie.
We did Succula. We did Succula, yeah.
We did X Mania. Who could forget?
Not me.
It's seared into our brains.
It is.
And obviously, we closed it out with Attack on Titan. So,
Attack on Titan.
oh, a lot. Attack on Titan, indeed. We have a lot
Yes.
of series this year.
We do.
And the
we
question-
really fucking do.
Is the best. Should we add in a worst?
Well, I've not picked a worst. No, I'm just doing the best.
We'll just do a best then. What was your
Yeah.
best? I want to hear from you.
Look, I think we have the same, if I may be so bold.
You may be, but
I might be wrong, but I hope I'm right, but I think we might have the same.
Mine wasn't
okay?
as clear cut as you're making it sound like it should have been if we have the
All
same.
right. Well, maybe not. But look, I'll say Attack on Titan for me.
We don't.
Okay. Great. Okay.
I want to stress, I had a great time with every single one of these, even X Mania for a bit.
Deeply hurtful that we don't have the same.
No, right.
Deeply hurtful.
Tell me your reasoning.
Because it's a show that I love so much. Okay,
Yeah.
It's a show that I really enjoy, and specifically, it's a show that I was convinced you would fucking hate. Okay,
yeah.
what's the first thing? Like I text you about the show. I just watched the first episode and I text you like, oh, you're gonna fucking hate this show, man.
What?
You're
Why?
gonna.
Out of interest, why did you think I would hate it? Because this is not like I've watched fucking like movies that have dealt with this kind of deep material before. Why did you think I would hate
It's
this?
It's not the material. It's the
Presentation of it.
The presentation.
Yeah.
It's the fact that it's anime and that there's like this kind of baggage that comes with that and the style and everything like that.
Yeah, cool.
It's not the show. It's the package the show is wrapped in, basically, which is
my drink down my
what I thought you would hate. But you didn't. You really enjoyed it, and I can't tell you how fucking happy that made me. How elated I was because of that, because it is such a special and important show to me, and I loved it so much. I think it is such an amazing, incredible show, and the fact that you was on board and you took it seriously and you enjoyed it as well. I just loved talking about that show with you. It was genuinely one of my highlights of the year. I enjoyed it quite a lot.
Well, he's being cute, everyone.
Shut up! I hate you. I
What a
don't like you.
loser!
I don't fucking like you. All right.
No, right. I want it wasn't my choice, but like the reason it wasn't clear cut is because it was genuinely hard to pick out ones that was the favorite, because they're all good for different reasons, I think. And I wrote
Not
down
for me. They all sucked compared to Attack on Titan.
Okay, all right. But no, I wrote down a few. Look, the Star Wars originals, I didn't even treat them like we were doing a big series or anything. We were just doing the Star Wars originals.
Yeah.
Jurassic March, I had a lot of fun with, but the first one is so obviously better than the other two, so it kind of waned a little bit. Indiana Jones is my pick,
Okay.
and that's because,
Even though I hated Temple of Racist.
but it made for a really fun episode.
Did it?
I think so, because it was I was like trying to defend it from like a filmmaking perspective, and then every now and again you would present me with something that's just so racist I couldn't defend the movie anymore.
Okay.
But no, I liked Indiana Jones because it's been fucking ages since I watched those movies, and
Yeah.
I really enjoyed. I don't know what it was. I think I didn't know I was enjoying it as much as I was until it ended and we didn't have an Indiana Jones movie to watch, and I went, oh man.
Yeah.
I was so into Indiana Jones, and it like reinvigorated a love for like that character that I haven't explored in ages.
Yeah.
I will say a shout out to Suck You Lie, even though it wasn't as big of a hit for you as Attack on Titan was for me. We were joined by Catherine for 3 out of the 4.
That was good fun. I liked having Catherine join us.
Yeah, on AHP, an AHP debut.
An HP debut, absolutely, and she shared her love of problematic CEO bitch bosses, Shift4 and stuff, which was good fun.
Look, I enjoyed that because look, looking back on it, I got too excited. All right, I should have met you guys on your level a bit more.
I feel like Catherine's on a similar level to you when it comes to Succession.
Yeah, but she knows how to adjust her tone. Like, she knows how to bring it down.
Yeah.
Whereas if there was the slightest inkling that someone wasn't a big of a fan of it, I was like, well, you're obviously dumb. Because it's great. Whereas Catherine's like, hey, I like this, but it's normal to not like stuff. And I was like, no, it's not.
I liked it.
Yeah.
For the most part. It's just like, and I said this on the show as well. Like, I recognize that it's also entirely my problem. Why I didn't like the 4th season. Okay, it's nothing the show did really. It's entirely my issue because I just have this weird thing where I don't like when people are mean to each other.
Which is all of Succession.
Which is all of Succession. Okay.
I'll tell you what.
And then I really just wanted everyone to be friends in the end of it.
Yeah. I can get it. It's similar to how you were speaking with Attack on Titan, right? I was over the moon that you just didn't hate it. Like, the fact that you didn't hate it is enough for me. The fact that you went, this is pretty good TV, I was like, I can live with that.
And it is good TV. It is a good show. And that it was annoying in that respect as well, because I had to watch it and be like, fuck, he's right. Oh, God, I'm never gonna fucking hear the end of this. You know,
I feel I said this to my wife so fucking much when we were doing Attack on Titan, right? And it took me a while to start Attack on Titan because I did have those hang-ups.
Yeah, I know you did.
No, but like, as in, like, when we had it coming up, I was like, I can finish the whole season in 2 days. I'll just wait for the last 2 days of the week and then I'll watch it.
Yeah, sure.
And I said every time I got a little bit like, it's a lot of this. Like, I think I said it in season 2 that was probably my least favorite season of Attack on Titan.
Yes, I think you did.
Yeah, I said something that week to my wife, and I said, like, I've got to power through this, and she was like, why? I was like, I'm looking for positives in the things that I don't like, and she was like, yeah, but why? And I was like, because Nathan gave me the good grace to watch 4 weeks of Succession without a lot of moaning. So.
And Attack on Titan is technically shorter than Succession.
Yeah, we found out there's like an hour or 2 in it or something, isn't there?
Yeah.
In terms of the whole run.
Not by much, but it is technically shorter than Succession.
Yeah.
So
we've got to give a shout out to X-Mania because it was a feat, wasn't it? Maybe not a good one, but a feat.
It was something.
Yeah.
It was definitely a series of movies. Oh, it's no longer my birthday.
Oh, bummer.
Bummer. I guess I'm officially 31 now.
Were you not before?
It was definitely a series of movies that, although no, technically I might not be. I think technically speaking, all right, this is a fun little fact about me.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
you were born early hours in the morning and your birthday's wrong?
No, I was trying to work it out then, but this doesn't work because I was born in Germany, okay, which is an hour ahead, and my time of birth was actually 11:14 p.m. So I was like, well, that might mean my date of birth is the 20th, but no, it's not true because that means it would be 10:14 p.m. Yeah.
So if anything, it makes you more English.
Yeah. But isn't it weird that, like, I could have, like, I've saying this before, like, time zones are not real. Time is not real. It's entirely a man-made concept.
Yeah.
And that, like, I could have been born at, like, I don't know, 14 minutes past midnight on the 20th of December.
Yeah.
Okay. But in the UK, in Germany, that is, and in the UK, that's technically the 19th of December. But because it was in Germany, that means my birthday is always the 20th of December.
Yeah.
Even though in the UK, technically, I was born on the 19th of December.
It's weird.
You know?
It is weird. But
it is weird. It's one of those weird things. Yeah.
it's one of them where I feel like if we stopped dealing with time zones, though, the world would find out about it quick and be in a state of disarray. Yeah.
I mean, it's not a good idea. I mean, the fact that all of China, one of the biggest countries in the world, has one singular time zone for the entire country is fucking insane.
Yeah.
Like, it's like 10 o'clock at night, and in one part of the country that's pitch black darkness, and in one part that's broad daylight, you know? Like, that's fucking insane.
It is wild, that, to be fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there we are. Oh, also, we have to shout out Brian and David. They joined us on X-Mania.
Oh, they did for fucking first class. Yeah. Shout out
Halfway
Brian
through
and
the
David.
journey.
Those beautiful Irish boys.
Indeed. All right. It's time for a fun one where we get to bully each other a little bit.
Ooh, what is this one?
This is the worst take. This was suggested by Pierce, by the way.
Ooh, shout out Pierce.
Worst take from your AHP co-host in 2024. So
Yeah.
basically, just the worst opinion that we had. I tried to go more specific. I tried to not make it like, you didn't like this movie and that's a bad take. I tried to make it like something you said about a movie that I went, that's nuts to me. So, I don't know.
Go on,
Do you
then.
want to go first or do you want me to go
No,
first?
I want you to go first because you've been sizzling this.
I have been
as well.
sizzling this, right?
Yeah.
I feel like you should know it. I reacted very viscerally.
I have no idea. I have no fucking idea.
The worst take, I think, from you this year was during the movie Oppenheimer.
All right.
And our discussion that involved, admittedly, some MCU gags that are there.
A bad movie.
No.
I'm joking.
There's an MCU suit up, which is funny.
There is an MCU sub sequence,
Yeah.
which is funny. Yeah.
And there's an MCU name drop, which is funny.
What's the name, Joe?
The name drop is the young upstart looking to make a name for himself, JFK.
Oh, the Robert F. Kennedy thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is very funny. Yeah.
I
You heard about this kid in New York who can swing webs out of his hand?
look, my agreement with you starts and ends there. You
Okay.
took it one step further and implied, and I probed you on this on the episode, probed you to see if you were doing a bit, and you weren't. And the take that I think is the wildest from you this year is that Strauss, the character that Robert Downey Jr. plays,
Yeah.
the movie was intentionally setting up that he would go on to have involvement in the assassination of JFK.
I stand by it.
It's an insane take.
I think that's what the movie's doing. All right. I think that your beef isn't with me, it's with Chris Nolan. All right.
Okay.
Because that's how he fucking set it up. All right.
I don't think he did.
I think he did. It's ridiculous. Like, what is, all right, whenever you think of JFK, all right, what is the immediate fucking worldwide news event that comes to mind?
Obviously, the assassination. Yeah, of course.
Yes. Okay. So when they're like, hey, there's this fucking upstart senator coming in, fucking JFK or whatever, what are you immediately going to think
Right.
of?
And here's where I see where you're coming from. I can see where you've made the leap. But I think it is a leap because he's gone. It's this. He's name dropped JFK like a Marvel movie. I will 100% grant you that.
Yeah.
I leave the station when you say that it then cuts to RDJ and he's like, I'm gonna get in touch with Lee Harvey Oswald and I'm gonna get my gun.
I don't remember saying that.
No, you didn't say that, but you were inferring that he was like, I'll play a clip so everyone has the full context and they can
But
hear.
I don't have. You're not playing this clip now.
I'll play the clip very briefly for you.
Have you saved this clip?
You told me to.
Okay.
You told me to come with receipts.
I actually did tell you to do that.
Here it is.
Kennedy teas were so fucking stupid, man. Oh my god!
Agreed.
It implies that Robert Downey Jr. is somehow behind the assassination of Kennedy. It's so fucking stupid.
No, it doesn't.
It does, man. This guy's all about fucking payback and like getting his own way. And then
You're
they're like,
reading wildly too much into
No,
this.
they
They literally went.
fucking-
It was just a reference of. Yeah, JFK actually was one of the people historically that voted against him getting this job, and they just went, "Oh, JFK," like it was nothing. It then didn't
fuck
cut
off.
to Robert Downey Jr. being like, "Oh, well, I'll better get in touch with Lee Harvey Oswald then."
No, they 100%. The fucking Nolan knew what he was doing, man. They had RDJ specifically ask what his name was because we know at this point he's all about getting payback. He's a petty guy who cannot let go of a grudge. He's gonna hold on to it. He's gonna let it fester.
But like, there were like 3 people voted against him. Like,
But he only asked for one, and they only gave him one name. And whose name was it? And what happened to that one name?
I don't
all I'm
think
saying.
Nolan has stuck true to life on these events that are very well documented in history and then gone, at the end, by the way, this character that I've worked really hard on bringing into the light, he's also going to kill JFK. I made that bit up, lol. What do you guys think? Like,
That's what it seems like he's saying. That's why it's
you're
dumb.
nuts. There is no way
I'm
that
not
is
nuts.
implied.
He's nuts.
There's
He's
no
nuts for
way that
including
is
it.
implied.
He's 100.
That's the bones of it.
I 100% stand by it. All right. In fact, you playing that for me has cemented it even more. Okay. I'm even more behind that than I ever was. Okay.
Look, each to their own. I think that's insane.
I think you're insane. All right?
Well, speaking of me being insane, what's my hottest take? I think I know where this is going.
You probably do know this is where this
Is it the one that
going.
everyone will unanimously hate me for?
Yeah, probably, because
Okay.
it's a stupid fucking take, really.
Okay, go on.
It is, let me get the word in this right. Dark Phoenix is not only a good movie, but it is better than Deadpool and Wolverine.
All right. I'll be honest, it weren't what I was expecting, but I can hear it now.
Ooh. What was you expecting?
I was expecting it to be the toothless isn't cute take.
That was a 2023 take.
Was it? Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We did How to Train Your Dragon 2 this year, but that take initially came from How to Train Your Dragon, which is 2023.
That's why I'm thinking of it from this year. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Look, I stand by it. I fucking stand by it.
I think it's fucking insane. First of all, Dark Phoenix is not a good movie. Okay, it is not a good movie.
I can
but
see
the
its
fact that you
failings.
then escalated that to be better than Deadpool and Wolverine. Insane. Look, I can understand not necessarily vibing with Deadpool and Wolverine, but to say Dark Phoenix is better is just fucking ridiculous, man. A movie where the height of action is them trying to cross a road. Okay?
I get it.
It's not a good movie in any sense of the word.
I can see the points for and against, but in my personal preference, look, I'll be honest, the more I've sat with Deadpool and Wolverine. Oh, by the way, I didn't hate it. I caught loads of stick for this in the Discord, right? I didn't even hate Deadpool Wolverine. I just didn't love it like some other people loved it.
I didn't love Deadpool and Wolverine.
No. I
I
wasn't
thought it
saying
was
you.
fine.
I wasn't saying you. I'm just saying people in, because there are people that it's like, it's the second coming of fucking Christ. And I'm like, it's really not.
But on the opposite end of that, there are also people like it's the second coming of fucking Satan.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not in that club either. I'm just.
I even saved a fucking screenshot of something I saw on Twitter, which is the most fucking ridiculous thing I have ever seen. Hold on, let me try.
Oh my god, I
find
want to
it.
hear this. Was it like just an absolute insane brain film Twitter take?
Yes. So it's like a quote tweet sort of thing, and the quote tweet is like, "Oh, what's your opinion on fucking Deadpool?" You know, that usual fucking shitty engagement bait or whatever's going on Twitter. And then someone, I'm not going to say the name, but someone has quote tweeted this with, "I mean this with all sincerity, but D&W, Deadpool and Wolverine, is a low point for modern cinema as art. Just brutally bankrupt as a work of art and as a work of cinema. No merit and has nothing to offer us as cinema goers. Suffocatingly bleak."
All right, it's a bit strong, isn't it?
Get a fucking grip of yourself. It's a fucking movie, man. It's a fucking movie made to entertain people, all right? Look, I know people like cinema and I know people like movies, okay?
Yeah.
But this notion, and this is what really fucking pisses me off about this whole thing, okay? This notion that it's some holier than thou ultra art form which needs to be respected on all fucking levels and is the greatest thing ever, and if you're not respecting it then you're a fucking enemy and we need to destroy you. It's so fucked up, man. Fuck off with that shit. It's just an art form, and there are no entry levels to art, okay? There's no barrier to art. You can't say, no, this doesn't qualify for art, so it's not good enough. It doesn't reach that level. There are no entry levels to it. Any level can get on board, and fuck you if you say differently, okay?
I like the way you phrased it there, but the I do think that there is an objectivity to quality of the practice. Like, I think someone could make a bad fucking movie badly. Like, me with the same script can make... Like, if I gave Spielberg a script and then someone gave it to me, I'd make an objectively worse fucking version of it.
100%, yeah. But then, like... Yes, I agree with that. But then saying, like, that thing that you made is the devil itself.
Yeah, and can't
is-
exist. Yeah.
Exactly, and is an absolute affront to everything we believe in and should be destroyed, and is morally bankrupt this entire faith that we uphold and put on a pedestal. Get a fucking grip,
I
man.
think Film Twitter,
Get over yourself. It's a fucking movie, all right?
Film Twitter people can sometimes live in a bit of an echo chamber bubble where, like, they don't realize that, like, movies are made for mass appeal, and the biggest audience is the general public that aren't into movies like that. Like,
Yeah.
and there's a place for both of them. I've always said this. There is a place for both of them, and it comes
No,
down to
there
taste.
isn't. Fuck them. Kill them all. Kill them all, lives.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Anyway, yeah, I like the bad X-Men movie that people don't like. All right, best recommendation from your AHP co-host in the year of our Lord 2024, if you would.
Lawrence, please. Actually, I'll do mine first because I kind of alluded to it earlier. All of Us Strangers.
Yeah, it's a banger.
Yeah. It was a good movie. It was a good movie. You did well. I'll give you that. You don't often do well. I'll be honest. Oftentimes, I don't listen to your recommendations.
I know you don't.
But that was one of the few, and I do stress that, one of the few where I actually took your recommendation on board and enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest, most time your recommendations are like, it's not something I'm ever going to watch, really.
Yeah, I want
think
to. I
you know
want to
that.
point out as well, by the way, you didn't listen to it when I recommended it. You actually listened to it when you texted me one day and said, "What should I watch?" Rather than on the show, you'd forgotten I ever mentioned it.
Well, then it's a happy accident, okay? But it still counts. All right.
No, I thought you'd like it. There's a lot to like in there. I think you're people wouldn't naturally assume this about you, but you're a bit of a bleeding heart guy. You love a sappy piece.
Why the fuck would people not assume that about me, you cunt?
Yeah, well, I wonder. It's a fucking.
I'm very emotional.
It's life's
okay?
greatest mystery why you seem to have a hardened exterior.
I'm very emotional, you fucking prick.
No, but I did think you'd get on with that. I thought if it was one of them, if I could just get you to sit down and watch it. Man, I went to see that in the cinema, and when the credits rolled, I waited for everyone to leave because I was embarrassed because I was in floods of tears.
Not me, I'll be crying. But to be fair, I did watch it in my living room. So,
Yeah, you can freely cry. I was like, I have to go out to the lobby like this.
bro's got to go to the lobby. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not me. I was crying.
Bro's crying, bro shedding real human tears. So you liked it then?
Yeah. It's a good movie. I really liked it. It's really good stuff. Yeah. Who made that? Who was that?
Andrew Haig, I believe.
What they done?
I actually don't know, but fun fact, while I look up what Andrew Haig has done, that was that house that was shot in, that was somehow he obtained permission to shoot in his actual childhood home. That house is where the director of the movie grew up.
What do you mean somehow? If anything, that would be easier.
No, but he was like, he just went there, knocked on the door and said, I used to live here, and they were like, nice. And then he went, I'm also a director. Can I film this? Can I film this house? And can I completely redecorate it to be like an 80s era house?
And can I also give you 10 grand?
Yeah, and after it, they said, we'll also refurb your house after.
Of course you'll say yes to that. Come on.
Of course you would. I just think it's crazy that a studio went, yeah, we'll pay for that. Why not? Cool.
Nah, they'll do anything. I'll fucking kill
Yeah,
them.
they could have just got him a soundstage. It's like 3 rooms. He's made a load of movies I have never seen. Belly of the Beast, Greek Pete. Don't know what that is. Lean on Pete. Fucking hell. There's a
The
Pete
sequel
trilogy.
to Greek Pete.
Greek Pete and Lean on Pete. Unknown if it's the same Pete. 45 Years, Weekend. I don't know any of these.
No, me neither.
So yeah, All of Us Strangers, and All of Us Strangers seems like it's his first work in a while as well. I don't think he's done anything since from 2017 to 2023. So yeah, good on him. Made a great movie. Really enjoyed it. Criminally underrepresented at awards, by the way. Andrew Scott got dicked with that movie.
Really?
Yeah, because he pretty
Did it
much
come out last year?
Yes, yeah, 2023. Pretty much no awards body recognized his work, which is insane because he's so fucking ridiculously good in the movie.
He's good. He's good.
Yeah.
He's good. Do you remember when he was in Sherlock?
I do.
I'll burn
The heart of you.
the heart of you, Sherlock Holmes. Nah, good on him.
It's already in my mind.
No, good on him. It's good stuff.
It is good stuff. To be fair, he was brilliant in Sherlock. Apart from
He
when
was
they
good in
resurrected him,
Sherlock.
but not really, or whatever.
No, and even then, that wasn't him.
Yeah.
You know, that was a writing issue. That wasn't him.
Andrew Scott, he always shows up.
He does.
Must
he
be
does
said.
show up.
My recommendations from you, I've actually got a few that I checked out and enjoyed because I wanted to appear better than you.
I'll be very interested in this because I always assume you just first of all ignore me. Okay.
I don't. Right. Listen to the episodes. One of us has to say
Okay.
it quickly while you don't respond, and the other one has a conversation with you.
Okay, ignore me is probably the wrong word. I feel like you humor me. Okay, and go, oh
Okay.
yeah, cool, and then never think about it again. Okay, that's what I think happens in my head. Okay, and yeah, in my head, you never have watched anything I've recommended. So please, pray tell.
Regale. Grounded 2, The Making of The Last of Us Part 2. I watched. Yeah.
But you was interested in The Last of Us though. So that doesn't
Yeah,
tell
all
me.
right. Yeah, but it's still stuff that I didn't know that existed, and I checked it out like pretty much the same night, I think. It's really good. That's not my main one, by the way. There's loads of them that I've put down. Well, not loads.
All right.
The Jenny Nicholson hotel video, had a great time watching that.
Oh, good stuff. That's really good.
Yeah. Just an amazing video.
Yeah.
You can't.
What I will do is I will shout Jenny Nicholson's Patreon.
Oh.
Okay. It costs like £2, by the way. It's insanely cheap.
Yeah.
All right. And every month she does like a big ramble video where she just goes through like a topic that people vote on. And recently, obviously, like I think it was last year, she released a big Evermore video based on Evermore, the theme park, like a fantasy sort of theme park, which was a really big video of hers. And the theme park, like it's since closed down and stuff, and it's just a really interesting story. And she's done like she did that video on her main channel, but then she's done like 3 or 4 more videos or something on her Patreon about Evermore, and they're all very interesting. So go watch those because they're all good stuff.
A lot of people making theme park videos lately.
People have been making theme park videos for years. Theme park YouTube has always been very big.
I've never understood this. What is there?
Theme park fandom is fucking huge, mate. It's like
But why?
it's always been a huge thing. Like think about Disneyland and the fucking like people that Disneyland pulls in, mate. It's like it's a really big sort of fandom.
I don't know. I'm just confused about like because I see so many people like I'd love to make a theme park, and I'm like, would you? What would you put in it? What would you do? Like,
What do you mean? What would you put in it? It's a theme park.
yeah, but I just can't because I've never had even a passing interest. I was baffled when I found out that there are people that like are obsessed and aspire to own them and build them.
Yeah, they're like really interesting things. They're like, it's how Walt Disney fucking started.
Yeah. I just don't get it. People can go and crack on, make your theme parks. I don't give a fuck. But I'm baffled by it. It's just one of them interests that when I
Why
watch.
baffled?
Well, it's like when I watch people fucking absolutely love off like snooker, and I'm like, who gives a fuck? Like,
Yeah, I get that. Like,
Yeah.
snooker's not.
but like in
me
my
at all.
mind, I mean, it's more interesting than snooker. But in my mind, it's the same kind of thing of like I said, like F1. Wow, a car drove past.
I don't understand F1 at all, but people are fucking huge on F1.
They're
I'll tell you what,
obsessed.
people in the Discord server, our Discord server, are big on F1, and they'll talk about it. I'm like, I don't get it, man. It's
Just
just
cars.
cars going around the track,
Yeah.
isn't it, man? Like,
I can get a scale electrics, call it a day. Save yourself a fucking heap of money.
but they're big on it, man. You know,
I don't get. Also, like you can. I find that the craziest thing in the universe is that you can go and pay like a ridiculous amount of money to sit and on the corner of an F1 track, and I'm like, what's that got to be? A millisecond of a thrill, and then just a road.
People will say the same about shit that you like, though. People will say the same about fucking movies and shit.
But
though,
you're getting
you
like a 2-hour movie versus a car that drives past quickly.
But
and you go,
you're
Whoa, I
thinking
can barely
about
see
it. You're thinking about it purely in terms of just like time and quantifiable enjoyment.
That's
really.
true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, not necessarily in the whole experience or whatever. Really.
Yeah, I suppose they were like watching it on TV is different because you're seeing everything then, aren't you? I guess like
Exactly. Yeah.
all along I've been assuming it's one car. They've just been waiting for that one car and they go, yes, best day ever. I don't get it though. I don't get the cars thing. It's crazy.
I don't either, but hey, people enjoy it, so good on them.
Crack on them. Yeah, the Jenny Nicholson video, Confessions podcast. I've been listening to that a lot. That's a lot of fun.
Oh, Sam Peterson. Yeah, good stuff. I like that. It's a good podcast.
It's just a laugh. I love listening to. Look, he's obviously just nabbed the "Am I the asshole?" concept. But
Well,
he's
a lot of
funny.
people do that as podcasts.
Yeah.
A lot of people do that, yeah.
And you get away with it when you just bring it on comedians all day, and you are a comedian yourself. He's a right
He's
laugh.
so funny though, Sam Peterson is.
Yeah.
He's got such a fucking quick wit about him. Like I listen to like fucking some of the comebacks and the jokes he makes and stuff, and I'm like, how have you done that? So
How are you
fucking
that
quickly?
quick? Yeah.
Yeah, it's so fascinating. Genuinely, I love comedy as an art form because I think it's so fascinating and interesting.
Yeah.
And it's something I like to think that I have a sort of somewhat understanding of and have like a sort of a place in it and can do it a little bit. But then people like fucking Sam Peterson come along and I'm like, that's fucking insane.
Yeah.
That's genuinely mind blowing, you know? Meso's another one. Like,
Yeah.
and Meso's not even a comedian. All right,
Which is
Meso is
baffling, by the way.
it was insane. Meso is a comedian who has no interest in comedy.
Yeah.
Okay. Like no interest in doing comedy himself.
Yeah.
I should say. Like that is someone who could very easily just straight up be a comedian and be an amazing comedian, but
Yeah.
it's just something he has no interest in.
Ma-
And, like, that
Mason's
fucking
always struck
baffles
me as the kind of humor. I can't remember who said this one, but it's a fairly decent quote. Actually, it may have even been Ricky Gervais, and he's a gross bloke. But
Oh, okay.
no, right, no, but the quote itself is largely applied to just comedy as a whole. He may have ripped it off. He probably did.
Yeah.
But the quote is, everyone wishes they could be as funny as they are when they're sat in the pub with their mates.
Oh yeah.
And Mason is that. Like, Mason has just got such a quick. Maybe it's because it's the podcast, obviously, but like it is just fun to listen to two mates go at something for a long time.
Maybe that's why people like our shit.
Ah.
Yeah.
Anyway, 3
Just
hours
two
in.
blokes. just two blokes, you know.
Two blokes having a good time. The last one, the last video store. You know, I've been listening to that recently.
Oh, you have been enjoying this, haven't
Yeah.
you? Alexi Toliopoulos.
You showed this to me when I was moving house, and I had a backlog of a whole podcast to go through. And then when I'd caught up, I went and listened to I can't remember the name of it. He used to do a podcast with Cameron James as well.
He's done a few.
Oh, is he? The one
Yeah.
the movie one, is it? Or are they all movie ones?
I think they're all moving on.
Oh, then it sounds like I got more podcasts. Amazing.
Well, he's done a few. He's done like series podcasts. So he's done one called like Finding Drago.
Oh, yeah, I'm less interested in that kind of stuff. Like,
Because those are really interesting.
No, I know.
And like he did a web series as well on the Grouse House YouTube channel called Finding Jesus as well, which is
heard
always
about that,
really interesting as well.
maybe I will have to give them a go then, yeah.
You should, yeah.
Because they're very funny individuals, both of them.
They
too.
are very funny, yeah.
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 And the reason I've stuck with Last Video Store so much is because you said something when you recommended it, and I was interested in it. And it's also something I think I could maybe learn a bit from in places.
Okay.
Is that Alexi Toliopoulos, the host of the show, he's really good at meeting people on their terms with movie stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
he will happily talk about some crazy fucking French art house thing from the 1930s.
Yeah.
And then
100%.
immediately after pivot into Fast and Furious 6. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
he's
exactly.
so fucking good and like kind of malleable when it comes to like there's not a single hint of snobbery, which is crazy because he's seen probably every movie on the planet.
Exactly, and that's why I really like Alexi, because he is like, for lack of a better phrase, a film bro. You know,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
is someone who is really interested in film and loves film and cinema as a medium and stuff, and like really respects it and does put it up on that pedestal. But you're right, he doesn't have a fucking ounce of that elitism and snobbery about him, which is what really fucking drives me away from those kind of people.
And
you know?
that's not to say he loves everything as well. He critiques stuff. He's just not a prick about it.
100%, yeah.
Yeah.
And I always say this. There's a quote of his which I fucking love, and I've said it quite a bit. When he says, "You don't have to go to church to pray," meaning you don't necessarily
Yeah.
have to go to the cinema to enjoy movies.
Yeah.
You know, like as long as you're getting a good experience out of it, as long as you're taking watching the movie, taking on what it's saying and enjoying the movie, then that's just equally as valid as going to the cinema to watch it as well.
Yeah, of course it is. Like, just cinema, to be honest, it's harder and harder to go to the cinema these days anyway. Like,
because it's full of cunts.
Yeah, it's full of cunts. and like, but even if you have like the time in the day, like even if you don't work like a traditional job, like I don't, right? Like I can go Monday morning at 10 a.m.
Not me. I'm at work.
No, to work. But like you can do that, but it's still fucking expensive. You still got to get there. That costs money. And like if people have, like my brother used to go to the cinema a fair bit, and now he's got kids. He hasn't been in like fucking 5 years. But that doesn't mean he's not like still watching stuff. Like he'll watch stuff with his kids at home, and that's just like you say, that's just as valid. So
bro's watching Bluey.
Bro's watching Bluey. I put on Bluey for my dog sometimes. She likes it.
I've heard Bluey's good. People are saying Bluey's amazing. There's a Bluey movie coming out.
First I'm hearing of it, but sounds cool.
Well, there you go. Shout out. Drink number 7, whiskey number 7.
I need to refill. I need to refill mine. And while I'm refilling,
as we cross into hour 3, Lawrence needs to refill his whiskey.
we might not be with several piss breaks. But right, we're gonna circle back to, because we're in technically this is the last 2 of the night, Nathan. We've got the best and worst movie released in 2024, and then we're gonna wrap off with some of the stuff we're excited for in 2025.
Ooh.
So I will ask you your best, or should we? No,
worst.
Yeah, your worst movie that came out. Let's talk about Madam Web, both of us.
Yeah, let's talk about Madam Web, because I feel like it's the same for both of us, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we both watched it yesterday. Or you watched it the day before?
I think I watched it on the same day you did. Yeah.
Okay. Dog shit.
Yeah, genuinely.
Fucking utterly one of the worst movies I have ever seen in my life.
Do you know what? And I actually, here's the platform. You rung me earlier and you said that you have beef with me concerning Madam Web. Would you like to air your grievance?
Yeah. Specifically regarding your Letterboxd review.
I think I know what this is.
Because you said something like, oh, if only like every scene was as good as the diner scene or something. Okay. And I read your Letterboxd review before I watched the movie. Okay.
Oh, okay. Were you expecting something crazy?
Yeah. So then I watched the movie and then I was like, oh, the diner scene. Okay. Well, that's something to look out for then. And then I watched the movie. And then, first of all, there's like 3 scenes in the diner, first of all. Okay.
Yeah.
And I got to the first one. I'm like, okay, well, it's probably not that. There might be another one to come. Then I got to like the next one. I was like, okay, well, maybe there's another one.
Yeah.
And then he got to the third and final diner scene, and then I was like, what the fuck is he talking about, man? This is all fucking ass. Okay? This is all fucking horrendous.
Look, I will say, look.
Now, if you would have said train scene, I'd be on board. Okay?
Okay.
I quite enjoyed that train sequence. Okay.
Right. All right. Yeah, okay.
It's all shit, don't get me wrong. But, like, in terms of finding shining spots in the turd that is Madam Web, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like that was something at least.
I can completely see it. The reason I brought that up only because I hate just being fucking super negative. Like I'm always trying to. It's something I've been trying to do recently since, to be honest, last year when we had a chat.
Oh yeah.
In 2023 year in review as well.
Play the clip. Play the full episode.
Yes, everyone's strapping for 4 hours. But no, I just think that there's like I can't even remember what it was that you said, but I came out with the outlook of like I should try and look for stuff that I enjoyed even in movies that I don't. And Ben said the same thing as well one time.
Probably just called you a pessimistic cunt or something.
Almost certainly, yeah. But that's the scene that I liked in Madam Web was that I think it was the first time. It was similar to The Train, where the guy came in and just started murdering people. And like he then like stabbed Dakota Johnson, and like the camera whipped round, and it like he went to the ceiling, and the camera like twisted and followed him up there. And I was like, that was, to be honest, the kind of stuff that you would expect to be standard fare in a Spider-Man off-brand movie. But like the fact that it showed up just once, I was like, oh, the director was on set for that scene.
I feel like don't take any offense to this, by the way. Okay. But I feel like your version of jingling keys, is just a shot in a movie where the camera moves even a little bit.
Yeah.
You know? Really? I feel like that's your jingling keys 100%. Anytime a camera moves, you're locked the fuck in.
I like
you know?
it. It's one of my favorite things, especially when it matches or somehow finds a way to interact with the people it's filming. Like, there's the fucking. I tell you what, just not to get too into it too quickly, right? The fucking the shot where you're the tennis ball in Challengers. That was crack cocaine to me.
I don't remember that.
It's the whole end of the tennis movie.
Lawrence, I barely remember Challengers, all right?
It's going to be hard for me in a couple of minutes. All right, no, but look, Madam Web, crock of fucking shit. Genuinely
shit.
so irritating, right?
Yeah.
And I also, I want to stress as well, I watched a couple of movies that I knew I was probably going to not like. That being Madam
Yeah.
Web and Red One. Right?
Yeah.
And I watched Red One as the insurance in case I didn't have time to watch Madam Web. But I wanted to watch both to give myself a choice of bad movies.
Yeah.
Red One could have been here, but I'll be honest, I've learnt not to expect anything from The Rock. And also, maybe not less so, definitely less so than The Rock. But Chris Evans also has been popping up in his fair share of fucking shit lately.
Yeah.
So I knew going into that, I was like, this is a movie that got some mortgages paid, and that's that. No one involved in this gave a single shit.
I went into Madam Web knowing it was bad.
Yeah.
Knowing the reaction around it. Like, because fucking hell, it's December. All right. I watched it yesterday.
Yeah.
Right. And the movie came out in like, what? Fucking March or some shit?
Feels like 100 years
ago. A long
ago.
time ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
A long time ago. All right. And I watched it knowing the reaction to it, knowing it was like universally a bad movie.
Yeah.
And usually I would that would like lead me to be like, oh, it's not that bad. Maybe there's a bright spot in it or something like that.
Yeah.
Like knowing it's bad. Usually, if I have that in mind, I can then more easily pick out the bright spots in something.
Yeah, because you're not going into it expecting a good time.
Exactly.
So you're pleasantly
But
surprised.
This was fucking dog shit. Alright? This is a fucking horribly directed, horribly acted, just bad all around movie. Okay. There are essentially no redeeming features of this. When the movie ended and the credits rolled, I just literally said to myself, fucking hell.
Yeah.
And that was it. Because just
what we doing here, Sony?
All right, here's something. The sequence where like fucking Dakota Johnson, she drives the taxi. Like the girls are at the diner or whatever, and they're like, he, there's boys or whatever because they're young girls.
Of course,
right?
yeah.
So they go hang out with the young boys or whatever, and they're like dancing on tables. All right, it's 2003, whatever.
Yeah.
They're like fucking, they're doing all that, and then Dakota Johnson goes back to like the woods where they were. All right.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh no, the girls are gone. I get it. I better go find the girls.
Where are the girls?
So then she walks off. Okay, gets to the diner as Britney Spears' Toxic is playing, okay, and then has that whole sequence, and then the ADR man comes in and kills them all, okay, or whatever. All right, and that whole happens, and then she gets stabbed, and then she like goes back because her whole thing is whatever, you fucking seen it, or you haven't, or you don't care. All right, like, and then she goes back in time because it was a vision or whatever, and then she's back at the woods, like, oh, where are the girls? And then somehow she then drives to the diner in the taxi, and somehow that takes her longer to get there than when she fucking walked to it. Somehow she arrives there later when the fucking Ezekiel is already killing people and shit. How does that make any fucking sense?
Look, none of it makes a single lick of sense. Did you like it when Madam Web with her silly glasses at the end of the movie? Oh, she looked that, by the way. That ending costume for her. What's going on with the ending where she's like, I'm now your mum?
What's going on with the ending where she's like lost all humanity about her? And she's like, yes, I know that because I am an all seen being now void of all humanity, and I live outside of time, and I oh shit.
And I live in the cosmos, and I understand that spiders know the future, and my web connects us all.
You know, like the fucking the Auntie Donna sketch, the Ellen parody.
Yeah, yeah.
When that little girl, like, she absorbs the blue ball of energy or whatever, and she's like,
I see everything.
Look,
that's basically what she was like at the end of the movie. You know,
it's a very, very strange ending of the movie. It's even.
And also, the movie is like, this guy, the main villain, is like, oh no, these girls, they're gonna kill me because they all become spider girls, okay? And they have costumes and powers, and somehow they kill me because they all become spider girls.
You mean the trailer
okay?
shots?
They're gonna get their powers. Never in the movie do they get powers.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
Never do they become spider women or whatever in the movie. That's just completely not in there,
Yeah.
apart from like weird flash forwards that happen once in that sequence at the beginning, and then once at the end when they're all stood on a building, like, my web connects us all or whatever.
Yeah,
you know,
you girls are gonna have superpowers one day. Sounds
but
like,
you don't now.
yeah, sounds
So
like that
see
was
you
the
later.
movie you should have filmed.
Yeah,
Like,
so let's tell a movie at a time where you don't have superpowers.
did you
Dog shit, man.
I liked it with the fucking
and fucking
Nathan,
sorry,
shut up.
sorry. But like Adam Scott as well, and he's Ben Parker.
Yeah.
in the most forced fucking
Yeah.
storyline ever, with Emma Roberts as fucking Mary Parker, and the brother who isn't there because he's a spy in Hong Kong or whatever.
yeah.
Ridiculous.
Richard's not here because we don't need him here, so he's off doing
Yeah.
something else and
because
internationally.
we didn't cast him.
Yeah.
because he's a spy.
The thing that I don't like about it, I don't like a lot. I don't like all of it, but the thing that really made me laugh and genuinely made me laugh out loud was the insinuation at the end when someone says about Uncle Ben, all of the he's the uncle, all of the fun, none of the responsibility, and then it zooms in on her and she goes, "That's what he thinks." I'm like, so you think you? Does that imply that you know that you're like they're gonna die and you're gonna do nothing?
Because she's a weird being outside of time now, she that implies that she knows exactly what's going to happen to Uncle Ben.
Yeah.
And she's just like, ha ha ha, this is a funny joke.
Not to mention Mary and Richard Parker. Like,
Yeah.
just all of the stuff. And it's such a bizarre thing because her entire arc, and this is what really just made me go, oh, they didn't care. They didn't think about it. If I can pick it up and the filmmakers have, it's so clearly there and they don't use it, I'm like, well, I'll just have to assume you didn't know about it. Like, the thing that bothered me about it, her entire arc I was abandoned as a baby. And I spent the entirety of my life thinking that my mum willingly just was careless and got herself killed and wasn't there to raise me. And then at the end of the movie, she implies that she's going to let that exact same fucking thing happen to fucking Spider-Man.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
But it's all right because there's already 3 Spider Women in this universe, or 4 including her, I guess.
Yeah,
But
and her stupid little, she's just levitating about with a stupid
Yeah,
little...
she's just a weird ghost or whatever.
Yeah.
You know? Don't worry about it. She's got that costume, though.
Yeah.
She's got that spider, which she doesn't actually have.
I don't get it. It's a bad movie. I have no idea why they made this, and I think I said this in my Letterboxd review as well. There is no part of me that, like, if I was a studio head, I would have to assume, that people will want to see this story in order to recognize that they'll spend money and I'll make money from it.
Yeah.
But, like, where's the hook? What's the hook? No one cares about Madam Web. Dakota Johnson. I like Dakota Johnson. I think she's unapologetically herself and she doesn't try to do anything outside of that.
I like Dakota Johnson. I think she's good.
Yeah, and I
She's
think...
not good in this.
No, but she's not good in this. And also, she's right. Fuck her. Fuck the movie, because she obviously showed up and went, I think most people have spoken about this. They were sold a bill of false goods. Right, and they were all told this is going to be a mega hit, and this is going to be your pathway into the MCU because it's Spider-Man. We've got something with Tom Holland cooking, and it's going to be amazing. You're all going to make bank. It's going to be incredible, right?
Wrong.
Yeah, obviously wrong, and all of them I think realized halfway through filming, because there's a point in the movie where they weren't acting before, but they really stopped trying about halfway through this.
No one is good in this movie.
No, which is
And
crazy.
this is a movie with good actors,
Yeah.
but like no one is good in this movie.
That's what's bothering me about it. Like fucking Sydney Sweeney's good. Dakota Johnson, she has a bit of an awkward source to her, but she's still capable and very good in places. And like Adam Scott, you've cast one of the funniest fucking people. Maybe give him some funny lines. Like,
Are you seeing 50 Shades of Grey?
she's good in 50 Shades of Grey. Also, 50 Shades.
Are you seeing the 50 Shades movies?
I haven't seen. I've seen 2 of them. I haven't seen the 3rd one.
The genuine hilarious movies.
Yeah, I know they are because
Like-
they live and die by her awkwardness, don't they?
They do, but they're also bad.
Yeah.
And genuinely funny. Like one of the lines, I think it's in the first one, is where Christian Grey says, "I don't make love, I fuck."
Oh my god, yeah.
Which is just peak cinema. Really.
But yeah, look, to be honest,
it's pretty good.
that's what that's what it was made for, to get in those lines on. But the thing that it's just a bad movie, man. It's just like I'll go on about Madam Web forever. It's a fucking bad movie, and also so blatantly and clearly reshot, and so clearly the plot changed while filming.
And ADR'd to within a fucking inch of its life.
Yeah.
What's going on with those weird Spider-Men in the jungle or whatever?
I don't know.
When they showed up, I genuinely burst out laughing. Like,
Yeah.
this is fucking ridiculous. They've got, like, the weird, like, black webbing over them, which looks like the Spider-Man costume.
Yeah.
Like, even, like, the fucking eyes and shit. And I'm like, this is laughably bad, man. This is...
Sony wanted to give us something to point at. What? Right, I'm glad that this is done. This is apparently done. There's these movies without Spider-Man that apparently could have had Spider-Man in the
yeah.
whole time.
Yeah, I heard about this. Yeah. They just chose not to.
They said it would like people wouldn't be able to recognize the fact that like he's from a different timeline or universe. And I'm like, you don't know what timeline or universe your movies are in. And also, oh god, I can't tell you the last time I went to a fucking movie and gave a shit about what universe it was set in. Like, it's just, I'm so beyond it now. I don't care anymore about what universe is this in. I don't care. Bad movie. Cool.
Yeah.
You're awful.
No, it is a bad movie. It is not good.
No.
Yeah.
And
Not
Red
good.
One's bad as well.
Did you hear that fucking like the guy who plays alternate universe Miles Morales, who shows up at the end of Across the Spider-Verse, you know, like bad Miles Morales
Yeah.
or whatever, he has not recorded any dialogue for Beyond the Spider-Verse,
Yeah.
or whatever the next one is called.
Yeah, the movie that was supposed to be out 2 months ago or something.
It's supposed to be out last year.
Was it last year?
Oh, maybe it was this year. I can't remember. But yeah, I think it was this year. This March, it was supposed to be out. Yeah.
I found that so funny. When they were saying, like, it's going to continue next year, I'm like, anyone that believes that, I've got a bag of air to sell you, mate.
I foolishly believed it. I was like, no, it might. Like, it might. And I was a fool. I was
there was just zero chance.
Yeah, I see that now. Okay. I was sold a bag of lies, but I wanted to believe, all right? 'Cause
Yeah.
I just fucking love those movies so much.
Yeah.
I wanted to believe.
I'm happy that take the time, pay people properly, and stop
How
crunching.
have they, this is what I don't know. How have they made this and also not done any more work apparently on, you know, fucking Beyond the Spider-Verse?
Why do hard work? Why do hard and good work on the thing that is guaranteed to make you money when you can do lazy shit work on the thing that might crack 20 million for you?
Anyway, let's all go see Craven.
Yeah, can't wait. Did you see the Plumbing the Death Star boys went 4 times in one day?
No, I follow them on Letterboxd, so I saw Jackson's reviews coming in. I think he gave it like 5 stars. saying,
No
like,
way.
He loves the movie or something.
It's a bad movie.
So that's fun. Do people know you work for them?
No, but I don't really work for them. I just make their socials.
So you work for them.
Well,
You
yeah,
get
all right,
paid
yeah, but like,
to
it's not
do-
like I'm.
You get paid to make videos for them.
Well, yeah, yeah, but it's
So-
just repurposing their videos. I'm not doing a lot of editing.
But that is work, though.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
So there you go.
What's your best movie?
Have we not done this?
No, we did worst. Unless Madam Web was your best.
It is. What is my best movie? I forgot. Oh, what's your best movie?
What your best movie is? What's my best movie?
Yes, it is. What's your best movie?
Challengers.
Oh, fuck yeah,
It's
of
the
course.
best of the year, right? In my humble opinion.
Wrong.
Look, I liked it a lot. I liked it a lot
tennis.
mostly because it's
You're horny.
no. Stop
You're a
being that.
horny pervert.
Fuck's sake. I like it. I think the writing is clever. I think it's shot really intelligently. I think it has a very special skill at framing these attractive people like they're statues. Josh O'Connor looks stunning in this movie.
Which one's Josh O'Connor? Is he the Rat Boy or Prince Philip?
Prince Philip,
All right.
who I would argue is more the rat boy than the other one.
No, the other one's the Rat Boy.
Okay.
The other one's definitely the Rat Boy.
It makes already attractive people look insanely attractive. And I think
He's also Prince Charles, not Prince Philip.
no, oh yeah, Prince Charles. And just incredible premise, using tennis but exploring like desire through it, and like this idea of like constantly looking back and forth, and that being like a metaphor for like how spectators view a game of tennis, but also it being like a thing that people go through in relationships where they grow with someone and then get tired of them and think, what if I took a different choice way back when? I think the acting is phenomenal. I think the directing is like fucking electric. I think Luca Guadagnino is becoming a favorite director of mine just because he's so interesting and explores things in ways that I would not have fucking considered. And like, yeah, I don't know. I love the movie. I'm excited to check out the rest of his stuff because I haven't seen most of his stuff and I need to get around to it. But yeah.
I don't know if there's something I'm missing, but like, I don't get it. And like, no offense, but
No,
like,
that's fun.
the reverence and like uphold you have for it, and Catherine's the same way. Catherine fucking loves it as well. I think it's her like best movie of the year as well.
Yeah.
But like for me, I'm just like, I don't know, like it was fine and stuff, but I just
You didn't like the score, and I think the score is a
I
massive
didn't like the
proponent to
score.
enjoying it.
I'm not really a techno fan.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like sort of.
And you can't avoid it. It's in every scene in this movie.
Yeah, but like I don't know. I don't know if that necessarily took anything away from me. I think my issue is, and I said this during our episode on it as well, our review. You sold this movie to me as being aggressively bisexual.
Yeah.
Okay. And my response to that is this is mildly bisexual as best. It's aggressively straight, okay? And it's aggressively
I don't know if that's true.
like there's a little bit of longing between two guys, really, but for the most part the romance is very heteronormative.
I think
in
there's
this
a lot
movie.
of longing from one guy, and that's what that's
There is, but they're mostly fighting over the same woman.
yeah. But I think this is because I've rewatched it a couple of times. The more I rewatch it, the more I realize that Patrick doesn't care about Zendaya's character.
I don't know who the fuck
Patrick is Prince
mate.
Charles.
All right.
Prince Charles doesn't care about Zendaya's character. He sees Zendaya's character as a window to getting the attention of Ratboy.
Yeah.
And that's I don't know. I think that relationship is like I think to be on board with this movie, you have to just be fucking like in love with these characters and just like so interested by the
But
decisions.
then the
they
movie
make.
has to give me a reason to be in love with these characters.
See,
you
I
know?
see, and that's where
I can't just buy into you have to love these characters because I said so and because that's what the movie demands of you. Okay, I need a reason to love these characters. These movies have to earn my love.
And I get
These
it.
characters have to earn my love. Sorry.
I think they do. I think for me at least they do. I think there's a component of it which is like a beach scene where they're talking about each other and talking about like how playing a perfect game of tennis is like one-to-one comparison with like being in love and genuinely understanding people. And like that scene, Zendaya's performance in that scene is so fucking good that it like that immediately warms me to her. And she's arguably the most unlikable character in the movie. You're supposed to look at her as someone that is playing two blokes around.
The bitch.
Yeah, no, well, yeah, but I also think that's great it's a deep, challenging role for her, pardon the pun.
Challenging.
But I think she plays it beautifully, but also the movie gets me on her side so that when she has that injury and she's taken out and the only connection she has to tennis is just remaining around and in the circle of this mediocre bloke that she never really meant to marry. Like, I think that's so interesting to explore that character, and it makes me understand why she can be kind of cruel in places. And I think the rattiness and the sliminess of the two blokes, but is such good drama when you compare it to the scenes of them on their college days when they're like the best of friends. And you go, the movie opens with them at odds with each other and then cuts back to them being the best of mates. So the whole movie you're going, something's happened here. What the fuck could this be? And that's where it hooks me in a way that no other movie really has this year, I think. Well, I've been hooked by other stuff, but this was just top tier stuff for me.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
What's yours? I'm genuinely curious what yours was.
Mine is The Wild Robot.
Ooh, a lot of people have said that's their favorite this year.
Yeah, it's a fucking good movie, man. I watched it whenever it came out, I guess. Fucking good movie. Really, really caught me by surprise. I went into it knowing fucking nothing about it. Hadn't watched the trailer, hadn't seen anything. All I had heard is that a few people, I think mainly in the Discord server, had recommended it.
Yeah.
And they said it's like really good. So I thought, I'll check that out and stuff. I like an animated movie, you know me. So I checked it out and fuck, it's good, man.
It's really good.
It really fucking got me. It really fucking brought a tear to my eyes so much that fucking once the movie ended, I just called my mum.
Yeah.
I just wanted to speak to her for a little bit because that's what the movie's about, you know. It's like this mother-son relationship, and it's just it's so beautiful and so sweet, and like this idea of like not only the mother-son relationship, but also this idea of like fucking protecting and caring people, not just those that are like you, but others as well and stuff. And it's just so like the usual kind of shit you'll find in children's movies, but it's just, I don't know, it's so heartwarming and beautiful, and I really fucking enjoyed it.
It does, the being in a children's movie doesn't detract from it, though. I just think that that means it's such a universally accepted message that, like, for some reason in this planet is still you still have to teach it. Like
it's still met with animosity and pushback and
like
stuff.
God forbid people being sincere and upfront with their emotions and like wearing their heart on their sleeve in relationships that mean something to them is like, that's like, oh, that's cringe. Like, fucking get a life. Shut up. But
100%. But no, it's a beautiful movie. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoy the art style.
I was going to say,
of it
beautiful
as well.
It's two ways, definitely.
It's DreamWorks. It's a DreamWorks movie. And DreamWorks have, like, for the past, like, 20 years or whatever, since Shrek, I guess, they've usually done, like, the traditional sort of 3D animation.
I'll be honest, I always thought DreamWorks animation was kind of ugly.
It has been. It has been and stuff.
Not just dated, I mean, like, the art style itself. Like, it's just a bit too, like, here's what a person would look like. I'm like, fucking wow. Push the boat out, why don't you?
Yeah, but this is like it is still 3D animation, but it's more so presented as like it's more so got a look of 2D about it, and it's like I said, like it's like certain sequences in that Puss in Boots movie, because the Puss in Boots movie is like this at parts, but then for the most of it, it's that same 3D animation again.
I think
which
Puss
is
in Boots,
when it loses me.
Yeah, no, and that's fair. I Puss in Boots dip their toe into a new style and went, what do people think? Because we're seeing people like Spider-Verse and we're thinking maybe we could do something a little bit similar but a little bit different. And then people largely responded to Puss in Boots: The Last Wish by going, hell yeah, this was a great shake-up and we loved it. And so they just went full fucking tilt into like this watercolor palette for The Wild Robot, and
it works.
It works, especially... It's set largely in a forest. What an incredibly expansive and interesting environment to set this kind of smudge color palette backdrop to. Like it's so 100%. Stunning to look at.
Yeah. No, it all really works, and it's like, again, just such a a beautiful movie which hits on every level. There's really no part of it where it didn't get me. It's just it's great. I enjoyed it quite a lot.
The only thing I would say about it is some of the
Wrong.
shut up. I think some of the stuff towards the ending. I loved it when it was like her rounding up everyone and getting them all safe and getting the entire ecosystem to safety.
Yeah.
I loved all of that, but the stuff I was less fond of was the we're the robot men and we're here to take you back to where you came from kind of fight stuff. I was like, that's less interesting to me than this fairly simple story of a mother and her son.
Well, how interesting that you're wrong.
It's fair. Pedro Pascal is a snarky fox.
Pedro Pascal is the fox, and I love Pedro Pascal. Pedro Pascal is great. I love him in this role as well. I love the fox is initially like a slimy, sneaky character, much like a fox.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, what's that baby? Maybe I'll eat that baby, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll eat that baby. But he ends up becoming just as much of a sort of parent figure as Roz does as well.
Yeah.
You know?
Is it
It's
Jermaine
beautiful.
Clement that everyone keeps teasing about the size of his rock or something?
What?
Is it Jermaine Clement in the movie?
No, it's the beaver.
Yeah. Oh, it's Matt Berry.
It's Matt Berry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to say I'm cool, and then I'll do this or whatever.
I'm the most devious beaver in New York City.
I love that man. That man's effect
Good
on
stuff.
comedy is unparalleled.
It's great, yeah.
All right, that takes us to the most anticipated for 2025.
Ooh. Now, I don't know about you, Lawrence, but I have 3 for this.
I've got 3 too.
Oh, do you have a movie, a TV show, and a video game?
I didn't do that, no.
Okay, all right, well, fuck you.
I can try my hardest to think of one while you tell me what your video game is.
I mean, I did literally text you this earlier so that you could prepare this.
Yeah, but I didn't.
Okay, but I feel like that's on you. Really?
Yeah, maybe, but whatever. We're here now.
All right.
What's your video game?
GTA 6.
Ah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. And look, it may get delayed. All right. But
I think it's pretty much done now, no?
I don't fucking know. I don't have a clue. They haven't said anything since the trailer came out, which was over a year ago at this point.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah. But look, as far as I'm aware, the release date is still 2026. So, 2025. So, I'm fucking counting it. And there's not really anything else I can put. Because, yeah, there are a lot of games I'm looking forward to. But the only one that really could rival this would be Naughty Dog's game, Heretic. But that doesn't have an official release date yet, or official release year, I guess.
And if we're going
So
off
I
Naughty
can't-
Dog trailers, we'll see that in like 3 years.
Yeah, well, not necessarily, because they've been working on it for 4 years. They've been working on it since 2020. Okay,
That's true. Yeah.
and they did also say in Grounded they want to like do they want to like fucking output stuff. They want to like close the window between announcements and release.
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah. I think they're
And
splitting
again-
the studio, aren't they? To try and give it like one of them the in brand, these are our babies, and the other one more like here's smaller titles we want to keep pumping out.
I don't know, to be honest.
Oh, I think I heard
not
that
sure.
somewhere. You're not excited for Ghost of Yotai?
I'm very excited for Ghost of Yotei. Okay, I'm very excited. I loved Ghost of Tsushima, so I am really interested to check out Ghost of Yotei as well. But it's GTA 6, you know.
Yeah.
It's like it's the fucking the trailer has 226 million views for a reason.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
It's GTA 6. Okay. Like the last game Rockstar put out ended up being my second favorite game of all time.
Yeah.
Okay. First being The Last of Us Part 2, second being Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Like it's of course I'm excited to see what they do next and to see what they put out.
Yeah, I am too. I will say, just looking at this, we spoke about this again with James. Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra looks fucking sick.
I don't know if does that have a release year?
That's 2025 apparently, but who knows?
Okay, we'll see though.
Yeah. That reeks
We'll
of
see.
this is delayed.
Yeah, 100% does,
Yeah.
which is wild because it was announced like 4 years ago. Maybe Wolverine will come out next year, hopefully.
That would be fun. I'd like to see that.
Hopefully it does. I would really like to see that, but we don't know. It's been radio silence on that since
Since the big leak.
they announced it, really.
Yeah. And so I think since the leak, no, because they put out something being like, "This sucks, thanks."
Yeah, but they didn't really say anything about it.
No, there was no like new release date or something. Or anything.
Yeah. So yeah.
I will give a special little shout out to this is maybe not my most anticipated, but just for the sake of bringing up a video game, Assassin's Creed Shadows. I'm intrigued.
Also looking forward to that February 14th.
Is it really oh, you told me a Valentine's Day gift.
You can buy it for you because your wife really loves playing the Assassin's Creed games.
Weirdly, those games and no others. Like I don't really understand it, but great.
So a good present it would make. Yeah.
It would.
I'm gonna get it. I've played every single Assassin's Creed game. I really love the Assassin's Creed franchise. Probably like I guess at this point it probably has a little bit of like a how would you describe it? Like a
there's an air around it that people were like,
yeah, it's kind of like it's more nostalgia than anything else for me at this point.
Yes.
Because yeah, sure, the last few may not have been like particularly amazing and stuff. But
I did like the newest one they put out though. The what was it called? Basim's
Mirage. Yeah, Mirage was good.
I like that because it was more of a return. They kept some stuff like if you really were in love with the I can teleport and stab someone shit. They kept that stuff in, but if you want to play it as just a grounded stealth game, you really can. And they put a big emphasis on like we want you to play it like this.
Yeah, which is good, and it really works.
Yeah, and I think with them bringing in like the gameplay they've showed, with them bringing in to Assassin's Creed Shadows, like an actual fucking ninja, like that's just gonna get cooler. That kind of stealth, like the way you can hit lights and turn them off and shit, like that's very fun.
Yeah, see, every time I see the gameplay for Assassin's Creed Shadow, I'm like, yeah, I love Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, I mean, look, yes,
it's a great game, you know. like Ghost of Tsushima really did it first and did it like amazing. Yeah. Like Ghost of Tsushima is essentially an Assassin's Creed game, which is probably why I like it so much. Really,
but better.
Like, it's really good in that sense, you know.
No, it is very good. What's your TV show?
Last of Us Season 2.
I'm excited for Last of Us Season 2 as well.
Yeah, of course. That trailer looked fucking sick. I'm interested to see how they handle it because from what I've heard and from what I understand, it may possibly be split. As in like the game of The Last of Us Part 2 will take place over Season 2 and Season 3.
Yeah.
Because Season 3 is apparently already in production and shooting in summer next year.
Right, okay.
Which, you know, there's no fucking game. Yeah, there's no fucking The Last of Us 3.
Druckmann's so involved, isn't he? Like...
Even so, I don't think they'd like fucking Game of Thrones it, where they're like, yeah, just tell the fucking future of this. I don't think they'd do that at all. So yeah, I'm interested to see like fucking how they handle it and what changes they make, if any. They make changes to the first story, the first game, but like the changes they did make, I enjoyed, and I think they worked better for the show, really, as well.
We spoke about this in a long lost episode.
Yes, to which I will never let you live down. No, it's fucking horrible.
It was bad on my part, right? But I'm really excited for the companion podcast to return with that show. I really enjoyed fucking listening to. It was Craig Mazin, Neil Druckmann, and Troy Baker. They would get together and discuss the episode, and the podcast would come out like as the episode was airing, and it was genuinely really interesting to hear from the person who played Joel commenting on what Pedro's choices were that were different. Neil Druckmann, the creator, basically being like, "This is how I intended it," and then Craig Mazin, the writer, who I think made the show a bit better of an adaptation, go, "Yeah, and that's why I fixed it." And that's why I fixed this element of it that didn't work so well. But yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm excited TV-wise for Daredevil to come back.
Oh, Born Again,
yeah. I just think Charlie Cox has been so patient.
Vincent D'Onofrio tweeted, "When I was a boy."
Oh,
yes.
I can only imagine several times.
When I was a boy.
But I'm excited to see it. It's going to be John Bernthal's back as the Punisher. Charlie Cox has been so patient in this nonsense.
Is Kristen Ritter back? Is Kristen Ritter back?
I don't know. I don't think it's in any trailers.
There is no trailers.
There is a trailer. There's definitely a trailer.
Like a leaked trailer. There's not an official.
Oh
trailer.
yeah, but I've been watching that.
Bro's leaking.
I don't know. Maybe she's in it. Maybe not. But I'm just excited to Daredevil season 3. I know you weren't as hot on it, but
I like Daredevil.
what was the one?
You always say this. You have it in your head that I don't like Daredevil. I think it's just because I don't like it as much as you.
No,
okay?
you have moaned
And I think
about
it's
it
also
before.
because I prefer season 2 to season 3.
That's
of
right.
Daredevil.
Yeah.
I think season 2 is better than season 3.
Which is-
I think season 2 is underrated because people don't like Elektra because they're sexist.
No, I think they don't like the Hand. I think everyone likes Elektra, but no one likes the Hand storyline because the Hand are really boring.
I don't like you. All right.
And they tied it into it was a Defenders setup, and no one was interested in Defenders.
The Defenders sucked, man. That was a bad.
That was
show.
a really bad show. Yes, I'm excited for Daredevil to come back. Movies, what are you excited for?
What are you excited for? What are we both excited for? Spoiler alert, it's Superman.
It's Superman. There's actually I'm
Yeah.
excited for a few. I've got 3 movies.
All right, well, I have one and it's Superman.
You know what? Right, we'll talk about Superman. Trailer came out today.
No, talk about your 2 first. Talk about your 2 first.
All right, first one's 28 years later. Think it looks cool.
Who cares? Don't care.
I think it looks cool, and I'm excited for
Cillian
it.
Murphy's that dead guy, apart from not really.
Yeah, not really. I don't know what's going on there,
Yeah.
but it's not him apparently.
No, it's not him. It's someone else.
Yeah, unless it's a misdirect. It's probably not him.
No, it's not him. It's confessed. It's not him.
Just straight up someone else. Fantastic Four. I want to know what they're cooking.
Oh, speaking of Pedro, bloody hell,
yeah.
3 times in a row.
Mate, Pedro is unstoppable. He is fucking really on a career high right now, isn't he?
Joe, that other guy.
Joseph Quinn.
Yeah, Joseph Quinn. He's getting work.
Yeah, he's
He's in
very much getting
Gladiator,
work.
He's in someone else probably. I think he's in Craven. He's in
Quiet
he's in
Place, Day One.
A Quiet Place, Day One.
Gladiator
Yeah.
2.
Stranger Things 4, but you hate that obviously.
Yeah.
So you're like, no, I'm not watching that.
Never seen
Just
it.
fuck you. Yeah.
Just never seen it.
Yeah, because you refused.
Because I'm not watching this whole show again. I largely don't like a lot of it.
Yeah, because you threw a fit. I'm like, no, I'm not watching
It's
that.
boring.
Get Beth in. I'm not doing the episode on that.
Look, Superman looks good. Looks very good.
Crypto? Are you
Yeah.
fucking kidding me?
Looks great.
You put crypto in a movie and you expect me not to be on board? Fuck off. Incredible.
Was anyone expecting you to not be on board?
Yeah, Snyder cunts. I'm already fucking sold, man.
Yeah.
Like this looks so fucking good. I'm so on board for this movie. Like, and the way they're talking about it, the way they're describing it, and it's like fucking and he's so cheesy and so hokey, but like the hope of Superman, and Superman being this character who embodies hope, and I'm like, fucking finally.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
This is what fucking Superman should be. None of this. What if he was a vengeful god who hated humanity?
Yeah.
What if you fucked off? All right. What if you fucked off and never made one of these movies anymore? No, what if you didn't make a movie that looked fucking washed out and shit and was practically black and white and got a fucking performance from Henry Cavill where he couldn't even fucking say 2 words without sounding like a prick, and also Jesse Eisenberg played the worst version of Lex Luthor ever. All right, what if you fucked off and we had an actual version of Superman which was good? All right.
I think you had a lot to unpack there in your brain.
I think I did too.
Yeah. Look, truth of the matter is, I think most people, apart from the weird Snyder cultists, which are just, again, a loud minority, are excited for this. Like,
I think so too.
James-
I hope so, because fuck, it looks good, man.
it does look good. James Gunn's the guy that brings heart. We know this. James Gunn brings heart in fucking spades, man. He made me care about characters in the Suicide Squad and then murdered them 5 seconds later, and I still cared. Like,
I like that raccoon.
the raccoon is a great raccoon. Do like that raccoon. I like it when he's young and his mates die. Made me cry.
I like that too. I like Peacemaker was good. I don't think I care about Peacemaker.
Yeah, oh, Peacemaker was very good. I forget about Peacemaker, but yeah, that was good. That was a good
Season
show.
2 coming next year, apparently. There's one for you.
That is nice. I will take that. I'll definitely be watching a bit of that. Yeah. I think
Yeah.
that's us.
Peacemaker, Superman. Look, fucking, I'm here for it. I
Yeah.
want it. I'm looking forward to it. That's one. I know this year has been like kind of fucking fuck you, I'm not going to the cinema. I'll fucking kill you before I go to the cinema.
Yeah.
All right. But day one, I will be fucking watching Superman.
Yeah.
All right. I will be in that cinema. I will wear my little trunks on the outside of my jeans.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
And I will be there watching Superman.
Your little red
ready to
Y
go.
fronts.
My little Y fronts. All right. Let's fucking go.
What if it's bad?
It won't be.
But
Come on.
What if it's bad though?
It won't be.
What if it is?
You seen the comparisons of like the Daily Planet office building in like fucking Man of Steel to this one? Hilarious.
Mate, it's night and day, isn't it? It's just one of them like
Yeah. It's just
what if the Daily Planet building, famously a big pop culture-y silly building,
yeah.
looked like a regular office? Like, I don't know. I think that might be less interesting somehow.
I think it also might be less interesting. Yeah.
Rachel Brosnahan. I don't know how you pronounce her name. She looks
Lois.
good as Lois.
Yeah, she does. Lois Lane. Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner.
Yeah.
Green Lantern.
Absolutely
Got a weird little bowl
obscene
cut.
haircut.
Looking
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
I will say my I never even really considered this, and it's something that I did think about. I know we spoke about it a little bit during our Snyder episodes that we did, but I showed my wife the Superman trailer, and she said, "Oh, Lois Lane looks like a character in this one." Because she's in so many of the scenes with Superman, and she interacts with him so many times throughout the trailer with both Clark Kent and Superman. And I was like, yeah, of course she's a main character. She's going to be Lois Lane. And my wife replied saying like, well, yeah, but like Amy Adams was also Lois Lane, and she just waited for Superman to save her or moaned at Superman the entire movie.
Yeah. Or she went and looked for a bullet or something,
Yeah.
but then that bullet was like a different bullet or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. There wasn't much going on for her.
She looks at Jimmy Olsen's corpse and goes, oh, well,
Oh well, rest in peace, Jimmy Olsen, I guess.
R.I.P. Jimmy Olsen,
Yeah.
CIA agent Jimmy Olsen.
CSC, famous CIA agent Jimmy Olsen.
Famous cool guy Jimmy Olsen.
Yeah, you know.
Not like one of the most famous nerds in pop culture.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Zachary. I'm glad you're not making any more of these fucking movies.
Yeah, keep on making your other movies that people are watching. They really
Yeah.
enjoy them.
Make your Star Wars that is better than Star Wars and everyone loves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
carry
got
on
like
with that.
8 versions already or something.
Yeah. Everyone loves Rebels being the Director's Cut, Ultimate Edition, Final Cut, JPEG.mp4 or whatever.
Final, in caps, final. Dear Lord. Anyway, if you've enjoyed listening to all of that,
Woo! We did it. That's I'll tell you what that is. That's 2024, baby.
that's wrapped up, that is. That's
That
2024
is 2024 wrapped up in a neat little bow.
Hell. Yeah, we're not doing recommendations this week, because why
No,
would we?
fucking you've had enough.
Yeah.
Alright?
Frankly,
We just-
you might not be here.
We just did fucking 3 hours and 47 minutes of recommendations. There'll probably be less with bathroom breaks cut out.
Yeah.
But look, we did a while.
It was a lot of them. So
Yeah.
you had fun, I'm sure. Anyway, thank you very, very much. If you've enjoyed listening, then you can give us a little 5-star review. That would be cool. You can follow us on Blue Sky at Another Happy Pod, and you can suggest a topic for us to
Yes.
check out. A lot of open spaces next year.
Lot of open spaces, and I will say this: we will be doing more recommendations next year. So get those recommendations in. Follow the link. Lawrence, where is the link?
The link is in the show notes, which is below.
Is it?
Don't know. It is now.
It can be though. It will
It'll be there.
and it
It'll be
can
there for this one. Yeah.
Just so you know, it's in a pinned tweet, so you can find it and copy and paste it.
Thank God for that. That's
All
good. Because I had no idea where that was. I will say, we mentioned a little bit anyway, but a big thank you to all the guests that joined us this year. We've had Brian and David of the Talking Pictures podcast.
Shout out Brian and David, those beautiful Irish boys.
Catherine of the Missing Mystic Falls podcast has joined us.
Shout out Catherine, that beautiful girl from the Missing Mystic Falls podcast.
I won't plug the Ko-Fi. Have a week off. Crack on.
Nah, plug the Ko-Fi. I'll plug it.
All right, fine. There's a Ko-Fi
plug
link.
the Ko-Fi.
If you want to help us out with the running of both shows that we do, there's no pressure to do so. You can donate a little bit if you feel like it. You don't have to. There is all these episodes are always going to be free forever and all of that stuff.
Yeah, sure.
Why
not?
That's what I say. Share the show with a friend. That'd be cool. And speaking of both shows, Nathan, we have another podcast as well.
We fucking do. It's called Still Got Legs. It's our Doctor Who rewatch podcast. When is this coming out? What have we done?
I don't know when
look,
this is coming out.
coming out at some point, and we will have done some episodes. I think we will have done the 50th anniversary, and we will maybe be doing Matt Smith's final episode, The Time of the Doctor.
Yeah.
I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's what's happening. Yes, it will, because it's next Friday.
Okay, as long as you know.
Yes. So 50th anniversary came out on Monday, so check that out. That's good stuff. We had a great time recording that, didn't we?
We actually did, yeah, for 100%. Yeah.
Yes, because we've done that.
Yeah.
And then the fucking Matt Smith's final episode, The Time of the Doctor, will come out on Monday. We also had a great time recording that, didn't we, Lawrence?
We certainly did. Couldn't wait for it to be out there for the world. I remember everything.
Sure. Yeah, we had a great time. Anyway, go check those out.
Don't.
I'm not your mum.
Yeah.
But I am your dad.
He is your dad, and I'm your mum. Thank you for
We're
listening.
married.
We will see. Are we seeing them next Friday at 10 a.m. or are we having a week off?
No, week off. No episode next week. We're having a little break for the new year, for the festive period. We've done enough, all right? Get off our fucking backs, all right?
You run 2 podcasts.
But we will be back, whatever the week after next is, with Star Wars.
Yeah, we'll send you a tweet or something. You'll see it.
A Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
The Phantom Menace. Mr. Sebastian, with happiness to see you again, Annie. That's from Attack of the Clones, so it probably wouldn't be that.
Thank God, because I was like, I don't remember when he says this and what that is.
Yeah. What would it be? It would be,
Liam
it's
Neeson.
Jar Jar saying, my tongue, my tongue.
Can it be Liam Neeson saying, I don't know what accent I have in this movie?
You always say this
'Cause it's
an
true.
Irish accent. I don't know why you have this weird hang up about Liam Neeson's accent. It's a fucking Irish accent.
Because sometimes he
all
does
right?
it. Sometimes he does it differently and pretends he
No,
doesn't.
it's the same fucking accent. He always has an Irish accent.
Obi-Wan, I'm a Jedi, and I'm in this movie, and I don't know what
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. I am ready to take the trials. You're a neek with a wig.
And you think it's this boy? Your thoughts dwell on your mother. Anyway, now we're just quoting fucking the Phantom Menace.
Listen to us go.
I love democracy.
Child bride Keira Knightley strikes again.
Speaking of which, she's in the movie.
She is in
Child
the
Bride
movie.
Keira Knightley.
Yeah.
She plays decoy Padme. I will not condone an action that would lead us to war.
The war. I will
not discuss this in a committee. You must contact me.
I like my favourite person is yippee.
It's a trick. Send no reply.
Send no reply.
But master, is he not the chosen one?
I love.
Prelates will do fine.
I
No, they won't.
I love Ewan McGregor's little.
What,
voice.
you think you're some kind of Jedi living your hand on out?
Oh my
What
God.
else can we do? What else is some fun quotes?
There's some fun quotes. Anyway, we're doing
At
that.
last we will reveal ourselves to the Jedi. At last we will have revenge.
Oh yeah, and Ray Park, he got his
the
knob out.
one line Darth Maul has in the movie.
Do you remember Ray Park got his cock out on Instagram?
Yeah. Do you know the voice is Darth Maul in that movie?
It's probably not Sam Witwer, is it?
No, it's Peter Serafinowicz.
And we all know who that is.
He's thingy in Shaun of the Dead.
Who's that?
The flatmate who they live with. Is it Pete?
Oh, the front door is open again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's him. Yeah.
I like him. He's fun.
Yeah.
I always thought he would make a great Tom Wamskens from Succession.
Well, he's in Deadpool.
But he is in Deadpool.
He plays Mr. the villain of Deadpool.
Mr. the villain of Deadpool.
Mr. Sinister? No, it's not Mr. Sinister.
Mr. Tom Wamskens.
Mr. Tom Wamskens. What are some other fun Star Wars impressions we can do? From the Phantom Menace specifically.
I can't remember much about the Phantom Menace impressions.
Here's one for you.
I don't get this one.
It's R2-D2.
Oh, it's not bad. I like that. Good.
Yeah.
What's Darth Sidious saying? I know, or something he says.
Yeah. Now, my young apprentice. I don't know. He doesn't say much. He's just kind of lurking in the shadows.
I will
And
train
then of
the
course
boy.
there's the racist character.
Oh
Like,
yes, well you've got your impression.
this is
ready.
out of hand. Now there are two of them.
Yeah, not great stuff from them. I'll be honest.
Yeah, not great. Oh, the little protocol droid who greets Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan at the beginning, like oh my.
Every now and again, I do little C-3PO impressions every now and again, and it really annoys my wife because I would like drop something, right? And out of nowhere, really loudly, I'll go, "Oh no!"
I really like it when Qui-Gon they get all the pilots, like the Naboo pilots and stuff, and they try to board the Naboo fighter to like leave Naboo.
Yeah.
And then the battle droids
Just
are
doing our
there.
episode on the Phantom Menace.
I know, but they're like the battle droids in there, and they're like, where are you taking these? Where are you taking these prisoners? No, well, he goes, I'm taking these prisoners to Coruscant, and then the droid goes, where are you taking these prisoners? And he just goes to Coruscant.
Oh, George.
And that doesn't compute. You're under arrest.
Oh, was it? Who could forget the classic? Well, you were right about one thing, Master. The negotiations were short.
It's true. And of course, who could forget? Misasa thinking we friends. Oh, what a fun time for everyone.
What a fun time. Anyway, this is just shy of 4 hours, so
Anyway, yeah, this rounded it up to 4 hours, I guess.
Yeah.
There you go. We did it, everyone.
well done,
we did
guys.
it, Reddit.
Well done. Right, goodbye. Thank
Do
you
you know
for
there was a
listening.
moment when we started this episode, all right, where I was like, oh, I don't think we have it in us to reach the same length we did last year.
No, we
you
did.
know? I don't think we're gonna make it this year at all. Oh, ye of little faith,
Yeah.
Nathan.
Yeah.
Okay.
You underestimate our ability to waffle.
That is fucking true. And I tell you what, never have I been more glad that I am not fucking editing this episode.
yeah.
All right.
When's this coming out again?
Next Friday. You've got a week.
I've got time, yeah. I'll do it
Yeah,
in the
you've got a
increments.
week. A week tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah. This is a one I can't leave till the morning of. Like I'm doing with the episode that's coming out in a couple of hours.
I mean, you can, but you'll have to wait until like 2 a.m. You'll have to get up at like 2 a.m.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, night everyone. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, I'm going to go piss.
Yeah. I'm going to go to bed.
Go
I've got to be
piss,
up in
girl.
3 hours.
Bro's got to be up in 3 hours.
Jesus. Anyway, here's the theme song. Good night. We love you. Thanks for listening for a
No,
year.
I love you. Give me a kiss.
Mwah.
It's my birthday.
It's not your birthday anymore. No kisses.
I know.
You
It's not
pest.
my birthday. No.
Get the water out for this pervert, everyone.
No.
Spray him now.
No.
All right, here's the theme song. Goodbye. Thanks for listening. Love you. Stay around for another year if you would, please.
Yeah, I love you. Bye.
Bye.